All right, so here we go. Session 29. We're welcoming Phil with us tonight. And he chose, surprise, surprise, another paladin, which was very fortunate for this dungeon, but
Can I switch my class to
it was very fortunate from a DM perspective that everybody wanted to be paladins, and then or holy people. Nobody chose cleric, but everybody went for paladin.
I actually hit level 8, and I'm actually dual classing as a paladin now as well too.
Jesus. And you hit level 8?
Yeah.
Have you hit level 8 yet?
Yes.
John, you? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. How much XP did we get last time again?
I cannot remember.
3250. 3250. Okay.
You guys are level 8?
I am level.
There wasn't much of an upgrade. I think I got 4 spells and some hit points. That was about it.
You guys got to tell the DM this, or did you? And I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, we might.
I know Bob announced it.
Bob announced it. John, you're so secretive.
Group announcement.
And he's mad at the DM anyway for taking his cat away.
Wow.
Don't mess with a man's kitty.
Right? Apparently not. Alright, so we've got level 8s. We've got Phil. Session 29. So last session, our heroes met up with a 300-year-old plasmoid being named Globbert. Damn it. I kicked a cable and now I'm tripping over a cable. I'm going to be kicking that all night, I bet. A 300-year-old plasmoid being named Globbert, who was acting on behalf of the Druids of the Elderwood Oasis. The Druids sought out Globbert because he had a unique immunity to the darkness's touch. With Globbert's assistance, they were able to confront the darkness that had been creeping its way throughout Cyliik's throne over the centuries. When they entered Cyliik's throne room, they encountered an old friend. It had reached out and corrupted their traveling companion Ysac from their days assisting the Wheeled City. However, it did not take much convincing of these heroes to destroy their old friend. Before the darkness left the corpse of their one-time friend receding back into the bowels of the earth below, it uttered a dark prophecy. You can no more stop me as you can the night. I am the darkness that feeds on this plain, and times are getting darker. My feast will be long. As the light returned, revealing Ysac's body underneath the veneer of darkness, there was a breastplate known to historians as Heartsaver. Cyliik bestowed Heartsaver onto Gignatia Dor Metal, the first cleric of the Order of Cyliik. After a brief negotiation with Globbert, Ekrib claimed the breastplate. Much joking ensued at the idea of the paladin squeezing into the woman's breastplate. After verifying the throne was clean, Globbert opened a portal back to the oasis, leaving his battle buddies behind. After a discussion, the crew concluded the evil was gone and it was safe to split up and wander around the ruins of the dungeon. June and Raziel went wandering to explore, while Ruis, Ekrib, and John Yu went off to find Badonka Donkey and load him up with as much gold as his frail frame could carry. And so now you guys are wandering around looking for Badonka at this time.
We haven't gone to the treasure room yet, right? We haven't gone to the treasure room yet.
We've been through the treasure room?
Yeah, but now that the spell is gone, we can go back in there and fill our pockets.
Potentially, yeah.
And so you also need to find Badonka.
Oh,
Apparently Badonka wasn't not on your map.
Well, Bob's got a map.
Bob does have a map, but he doesn't know where.
We put GPS on it.
Oh, is that what happened? Is that how you did that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What was your GPS spell?
It's go
Magic
pony stuff.
Go pony stuff. Okay.
That's what GPS stands for.
Go pony stuff.
So you hide a magical item in his satchel, and then you can locate a magic item.
That is what I'm doing. Locate object.
All right. You can't tell him that.
Sorry. No, I was trying to find that spell as he was mentioning it. Yeah, I located an object, something personal that I remember leaving on my horse.
What are you trying to find on your horse?
Gosh. I guess specifically the rucksack or something like that.
The rucksack. Okay.
So what exactly happened to Badonka Donk again?
Well, he was trailing us, and they progressively just got left further and further behind. Technically, he's been
Trace our steps.
I'm assuming back in one of the rooms that we've gone through,
Yeah.
but he's kind of got a mind of his own.
Oh, Badonka. Is it Badonka?
It's Badonkadonk.
Badonka Donk.
Badonka Donkey.
All right. We debate about this every time. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just the dumb one and doesn't pick up on the name. So you cast it, or what are the conditions of casting the?
I guess I can cast it as a ritual, so it's going to take 10 minutes.
All right. So it's going to take 10 minutes. So while it takes 10 minutes, just for brevity, you two wander around and you're kind of huffing and puffing and just kind of, this is a waste of time. Because
I guess I can move and
Honestly,
meditate,
my
right?
father could just buy you another donkey.
That's what I was expecting.
Jesus.
You wandering around, getting irritated, and you wanting to get back out and find Loonspin. And so you're like, we don't have time for this.
Can I walk and meditate, or do I have to be
It's been like 2 months without
legs
Loonspin.
crossed, applesauce,
This is
crisscross?
absurd.
Well, I would think it's a ritual. You've never defined a ritual,
I'll walk around like this.
right?
So as long as I have somebody leading me, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. If you guys want to go back to the treasure room, we could start heading that way. Somebody just has to
There was a treasure room?
push me from behind. Yeah.
Did you write down which room it was?
It's this room right here, and it's filled with a bunch of gold that was previously.
Must have missed that week.
It was cursed, so we couldn't pick up any of the gold without
Yeah.
assuming a rather unfortunate.
And once I nobly killed that
No,
guy.
you didn't miss that week. That was the week that you ended up fighting all of the zombies in this hallway.
It wasn't. We didn't collect any treasure, so it wasn't that notable.
We couldn't
Well,
because of the curse.
Because it was cursed.
Yeah.
And I would say, John, you is not really. I don't see him as, and maybe you can correct me. I don't see him as being one looking for wealth.
Well,
That's
I
not
I
his
guess
aim.
I just don't remember the treasure.
Right?
I do get hit in the head a lot, so
You what?
I get hit in the head a lot.
That happens. So, okay, you, one way or another, you conduct your ritual and you're able to locate Badonkadonki, the location of the dungeon. So you can mark that on the map and you can find it. And so now you can start trekking your way through if you
the
like.
donkey is in that location.
Yes.
Okay.
Just kind of hanging out. And so I don't know what that looks like on the map.
Oh, the secret's revealed.
Right? Pay no attention to the notebook behind the curtain.
How the heck do you even get there? Because there's like a door over here.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so yeah, this is the map
Oh, okay.
of the dungeon you're in.
Oh, it's just okay.
And so he found a map on one of the clerics or one of the paladins? Did they have the map, or where'd the map come from?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Most of you guys are over here. Okay.
We're at the X.
Yeah.
And so
we
this
get the treasure.
this whole dungeon was what's called the Throne of Cyliik, and this was Cyliik. She's one of the original gods. She's kind of like the mother god, and Olinth is the kind of like the patriarchal. And so this is her throne, or this is her presence on the planet, or I guess on the realm, whatever. And so there had been a darkness in here taking it over. You guys should be explaining what's going on. It's your story.
And is this a wall then? This black line, like it's just this half, or?
That's you'll have to ask him when you see the map, because I don't know what his markings are.
Yeah, this dungeon was basically a paladin killer. There's this curse was like attracted to the light of the paladin. It was pretty easy. Really. I'm just kidding.
It really was, because I'm just having a terrible time
No,
sizing things.
God.
I don't know how to size
No.
engagements yet and encounters, and so yeah, it's a little
It
weak.
wasn't a jab here.
No, I know. But then we also have Globbert with his ability
Yeah,
to do
that's
anything,
what really-
which was great.
That's what.
So where are we headed, guys?
That
Who's
way.
leading?
Meet up
You?
with Badonky Donk.
Mm-hmm.
You're like tracking her or him?
I can see
So now you can make your way there, and we can do this. So, do you need to go? Is there a clear path on your map? Because I know there are some squares missing on the big map.
Oh yeah, it's pretty much the same to get there.
Is it okay?
Yeah,
so you're
we
gonna
just
have
have
to
to
come. So you're gonna have to come through the treasure room.
Yeah,
And get over there.
pretty
Okay.
much. Yeah. Do we need a?
So yeah, let's unroll it.
Unreal.
John, can you move that camera off quick? It's a big old fun map. What's that? Stop there. Okay.
Yep, there we go.
And then
Camera
we'll
over
move on
here.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's try and straighten it out a little bit. Did that straighten it out?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you can make your way. You make your way there. You go and you find Badonkadonky. You pick Badonkadonky up. You come back to the gold room. You are hanging out in the gold room and looking around. So what would you like to load up? Do you remember any of the stuff that was in there? Did you write any of that down?
A bunch of gold. I was trying to find the note.
I just want to know if you wrote anything specific down, because I can make shit up.
Is this was this the thing we were supposed to find that we knew we'd know it when we saw it thing?
The breastplate was kind of that.
Oh, okay. So we don't have anything else to do in this dungeon?
Not really. Just loot.
Oh.
Loot, and then we leave. Get out and find the
Well,
loot.
we didn't do it. I mean, we didn't do it.
Yeah, it's once we got into it. So we'll table talk a little bit while
Mm-hmm.
you're
I didn't
looking.
find anything.
Okay. Gotcha. So it was going to take us 40 years to get through this dungeon if we played it by the rules, and because every one of these doors you would have had to have stopped and broken through, and it just would have been miserable. And so I just adjusted the story of the dungeon, and I mean, you could still go over there, but essentially that's what the Crusaders that you talked to started over there and worked their way this way. And so that side is clear. And then we've got Raziel and June that are now wandering down this direction.
They're not coming tonight?
They're not coming tonight, no. So they're wandering down that direction while you guys go and loot the place, basically. So that's where we're at.
So can we determine?
Yeah, I'm not going to stop you guys from going and wandering around. But, sorry, Ruis, what?
Oh, can we still determine if this gold is cursed or not?
You can certainly try to
Detect
quote
magic?
Mercer. What's that?
Detect magic? Is that
Yeah, you can.
I started detect magic ritual. Everybody waiting around for 10 minutes. I'll be right back.
All right.
I guess I could just trick my donkey into picking up a gold coin and seeing what happens.
You go through your ritual. Since you're already warmed up, it only takes you 5 minutes.
Hey, cool.
And you detect the gold is clean.
All right. Are there any fine jewels, diamonds, sapphires, agates, pearls?
There would be there are
rubies.
I'd say there are gems of diamonds, emeralds, anything that would be like ornate used in building or crafting these wares down there. There's like plates and like a full dishware set. I mean, there's everything. It's got everything. It's got the goblets. It's got plates, down to a gravy boat, and you see gold of all. I mean, there's piles of gold, all kinds of crafty things, and then there's various gems in each.
Okay.
So yeah, there are some rubies, and depends on what you grab, what's going to be on there. But yeah, you see everything.
How much do you think a sick horse can carry?
I know exactly how much I'm going to let you carry.
Okay. Let's just cut to the chase. Then. Tell me how much.
You are able to walk out with 15,000 worth of ancient gold ornaments.
Okay. And how much do these guys get?
He's
Yeah. You'll get to know Ruiz. He's quite the guy.
Oh,
I mean, it is my horse.
while I have you guys in the same room, what is your armor classes? Which one? Is, how do you ask that question? You know what I
I
mean?
don't know how you asked that.
Yeah,
question.
like what? I might have a piece of gear that would be good for one of you two. What's your
Are we
AC?
fighting anything?
No, I mean I just now that I got
Me,
that breastplate.
now.
Now that I got that breastplate, I'm up to 20 AC. I have a ring that grants +1.
Don't we have to return that breastplate? Didn't we come to get that? For
No,
the
it's
guy?
for me. We got it for me.
That wasn't our quest to get that and.
Technically, it's for the person who framed us for burning down the building.
Yeah, but it's
They
mine.
want it from us.
But, so we came on the quest, but Dad no intentions of giving it back.
No, it's mine. Yeah.
No, it's mine.
Don't you have to get it
Technically,
refitted
it's
for a
Ethan's
man?
because he called it first. So. I'm sorry. What was that?
I think doesn't you have to get refitted for a man's body, right? Isn't it?
Yeah,
No,
right. That's what the attunement is all
So do, you
about.
want, so do one of
okay.
you guys want this +1 AC ring?
Gosh. Yeah, I could really use that.
Yeah? Alright, here we go. It's a ring of protection. I don't know if there's like a trade in here or not, but
I think you would just delete it from your items,
Okay.
and Bob would.
it's
add
call
it
the
from
ring of
his
protection.
items. So yeah, now you just
You know
need
you're
to add
never
the ring
getting
of
that back,
protection.
right? You gave it to the guy that will never give it to you, no matter what.
Well, that's fine. I've got a breastplate of light now, and I am at 20 armor class. And I probably could have got one from my father, but this was much more satisfying.
He is definitely a daddy's boy. It's funny. So as you are sitting here talking about these weird statistical attributes you have as humans and elves, a fifth and final stranger shows up, hearing the commotion. And wouldn't you know it, it's another paladin, or at least he's dressed that way. It seems they grow on trees around here. And so now
Don't touch my gold.
Phil has entered. If he would like to introduce his character, or so let's see here, we can put you.
See,
at
I
this
found a random
door.
stairwell, and I got separated from my party, and I'm just trying to find them. So I found an opening into this dungeon, and I figured this is where they were at. And I just bumped into these guys. So, okay.
Yeah, you heard them.
Party.
You heard them talking, and
What a chance meeting. We just happen to have a map that will lead us directly out of here. The only cost will be how much gold can you carry to the exit.
That's fair.
Because I might have forgotten how to get out of here.
Let's see.
I would say we don't really do the encumbrance, but I would say you
Oh.
can grab.
I have 6 pounds in my backpack.
So you grabbed
Available.
15,000 worth?
I guess collectively
We
between
don't.
all of
I
us
would say with,
and my
with
horse,
the,
I'd say
the
we have.
gold that's in here, you're able to grab. We'll call it 450 gold
Okay.
worth of stuff. That we'll say that's what the 6 pounds is.
Sounds good.
450? 15.
He's writing it down like it's already his.
So what's the split? 6?
What?
For the total amount of gold. I'm just thinking later.
15,000.
15, 450. Between 6 people? Are we counting hurry in?
Hurry.
7?
Is like. I don't know what hurry is actually.
Yeah. He doesn't get it. He,
I forgot. what
screw that guy. He's stupid anyway.
Yeah.
Glad he can't hear us. He's not here with us. Man, is he dumb. Sorry. Anyway, sorry, I'm distracted.
Someone's done getting airtime.
We should have a guild account anyway.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That's an excellent point. Who was the one who had access to that? I'm pretty sure it was her.
Yeah, and I did too, though. In the one that's I had my own account.
You do have your own account, but you can't access it.
What do you mean?
You don't have...
We have a cracked stone.
Who has a cracked stone?
I got the cracked stone.
But the cracked stone is...
That's just like a cell phone. That's not
Right.
Okay.
And it, yes.
What do we technically need for that?
I think Hurry has...
It's like the digital bank of
Oh,
words.
he's got the summon bank account.
Where's the bank actually located?
As soon as you make it to any major city, you'll have access to your
To the
your
ATM.
account. Yeah, basically.
Sorry, what was your character's name again?
Oberyn.
Oberyn. I give Oberyn the map to the exit. Oh, sorry. Here we go.
So, are you? What's your goal here? Are you want to get out of here, or do you got something to do in here?
Trying to find my friends. Have you guys seen them? Jasper,
With-
Corinth, Loki, and Ysac. Ysac.
Yeah, right?
No, it is
Ysac. Everybody called him Ysac. I loved it.
Nope, haven't
seen those guys.
seen anybody.
I've literally never heard those names in my life.
Why? Who? Why Ysac?
Yeah.
Sounds like you guys are lying to me.
Yeah.
I'm not falling for it.
You're honestly the first paladin we've seen.
Make a deception check.
Okay.
Yeah, because I actually have. Where's it at? I have perception or whatever.
5.
Okay. 18. So, for some reason, the paladin, you just have a little bit more innate trust, but this wizard over here, you see through his bullshit immediately, and
We killed him.
You killed my friend?
He was no longer a friend to you, nor us. We had actually known Ysac in the past. We had clashed swords as friends together, and the darkness that now consumes this place had consumed him as well.
And there was no saving him?
I tried.
We did try to save him.
we'll make another deception check.
Shit. You don't even want to know what I rolled.
You got a 1, I'm guessing.
Critical fail.
Right.
An 8? Alright.
Your turn.
So you don't believe them that there was something in their tone of voice that, like, the paladin, like, almost started chuckling, and they just couldn't hold it back. They didn't try to save your friend. They didn't put much thought into saving him.
We really wanted to, though.
Roll.
Say deception check.
15.
All right. Yep, you believe him. That they wanted to save him, but just couldn't. There was no coming back from the darkness of this place. And what he was saying earlier, yes, this place was a holy killer, because Ysac was a cleric, and the rest of them were paladins, and there are 2 primary orders in this world, and there's the Order of Olinth and the Order of, well, it's the Sons of Olinth and the Children of Cyliik. And each of them have been sending parties in here, crusading parties, trying to cut back the darkness, and they can barely keep it at bay, let alone get through here, because it just kept killing them. And then they finally hired a party of warriors, or sent some warriors in here that were not susceptible to it, other than him, and it never really attacked him, which kind of was a bummer as a DM, but this place was supposed to be a threat to you too, and it never really was. Ekrib is just untouchable.
Okay.
You're going to be pretty untouchable, too.
Okay. Alright, well.
So now you
All right.
I guess, what about the rest of the guys? You guys seen them at all, or?
They're all dead.
Oh, they're all dead. Wow.
They all died. Yeah.
Well, if you guys weren't the cause, like, can I
Yeah,
get up with you?
we really don't know what happened to the other 3. Ysac, yeah, that was us, but those other 3, God.
I don't know.
We just know they're dead, though.
Might
Just
not go to
trust
sleep
us.
tonight.
yeah, right?
We won't kill you, though.
Yes, they're
Fair enough.
They're definitely not selling the fact that this place was murdering holy people. They're definitely not conveying that as well as they could be. I mean, it was literally murdering. It would consume a holy person and then crush it as the holy person was attacking them. I mean, it was...
These, like, vines would come up and grab them and...
Kind of. They
curse
were...
them?
Yeah, it was... Yeah. Like a weird, tendrily, darknessy evil. Kind of like the ooze from Ghostbusters 2.
Okay.
Where it was
I know
just...
exactly what you mean. Yeah.
Right? It was just like this concentrated hate.
Okay. Yeah.
What was your
Well,
name?
I'm glad. Oberyn. I'm glad you guys weren't affected.
Well, Oberyn, would you like to join us and get the hell out of here before some other bad stuff happens?
Sounds great. Before
If
I
these
die.
guys are ready to, if these guys are ready to go, you just came back, so maybe we can follow you. We have this rule where you go first.
Wow.
He's catching on. Lewis is definitely rubbing off.
Well, I do have a lantern, so
Are you
I
guys
guess I
all
could light
ready
the
to
way.
go?
All right.
Did you load up on everything that you
And a
needed
lamp.
to have? Or
We have a furry friend that has been lost for quite some time, and we're really trying to get out there to save her, right?
Well, we don't know where she's at. Though.
Yeah, no, we gotta find her.
Who's that?
Does she have anything magical on her that Bob can? No, that would have been a good chance to lie.
I mean, it's just any kind of object that I've seen been within 30 feet. I can technically locate.
She's not an object.
Is she wearing anything?
Huh?
Is she wearing anything?
Well, she has a collar.
I mean, I could potentially do that, but she has to be within 1,000 feet.
I don't think you've seen her collar though. I added that after she got lost. Like she's got it, but we.
You added it after she got lost.
Well, she added it. I upgraded her, but we haven't seen her since then.
You've seen her butthole a lot.
It's true.
Walking behind her, her tail's up in the air. Can you track her butthole?
Oh my goodness.
Not an object.
No? Okay. Never mind.
And that's also... Ekrib is very fixated on buttholes.
Okay.
I'd say Chris is very fixated on
That's why he wants me to go
What?
first.
There's a level of transference.
Who is this Chris?
All right. So as you are walking through the dungeon towards the exit, you no longer see any physical presence of the darkness that was once running through this place. It's not as right, exactly. It's not as clean as it once was. It's not as pristine, but there's still kind of like a high water mark. You can see where the darkness had kind of stained
Also,
stained
like,
the area.
it transformed the dungeon back into its original-ish state?
Well, it receded. I mean, everything, like, there's still, the bodies are still strewn about because that wasn't part of the darkness.
Are there any, like, wall murals or, like, engravings that are now revealed or anything like that? More lore?
Oh. I wish there was.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
More about Cyliik and or...
So let's see what I have for notes. That's not...
Always put a pin in that and just circle back to it or something.
Say you grab some random, like you see some shelving along the way, and grab some books. You're a book aficionado. I mean, that's kind of what your jam is that's the whole point. The group got back together. So yeah, you grab some random books off the shelves on your way out.
How much stuff can you carry? You're like weighed down. You have a lot of stuff. Gold,
These are not thick
books.
books.
Pamphlets?
They're small books. Roughly the size of iBooks.
Continue to head out?
Continue to head out. Now let me get back to the story. Where is it? Session? All right, so you get back to the exit from the entrance where you came. You make your way outside. The snow has stopped, but it is still so dry out that the fallen snow has not crusted over yet, and the wind is still fierce. So now, instead of just the nasty initial blizzard, you've got a land blizzard going on, and so the wind is much more fierce as you move out into the
So we're
the snow.
outside of this thing now?
You are outside now. So we could essentially now flip it over. Flip at the table. Right? Is that going to work at all? Can
This
we?
is the snow.
Yeah. Can we roll it back the other way, or is that not going to work? Yeah, you swing around.
Or we can roll it the way it was. Yeah, let's just.
Or I was gonna say, or you can just fold it at this point. Right. So we can just fold it.
Yeah.
There we go.
That was
Can you
easier.
see the right? Can you see the
Looks like field of white.
field of white? All right.
It's
So
actually
now
I
we-
can.
oh,
searing my eyeballs right
and
now.
I can get.
Well, we got 2,575 gold apiece from that. Just relatively speaking.
For what? What are you
How
after?
much
Oh, like
apiece?
staircase coming up to the house?
2,575.
Including me, or
Yes. You get some.
I do not know how you want to be positioned, but there you go. And then this was the altar, or the pulpit, or whatever that was behind. How does that look?
575 gold.
Pretty
Yep.
good.
Look all right. If we adjust that camera now and get it up here, and
That's better. A little back.
then
And
you.
then up a smidge.
Yep.
There you go. You see it? I can't see shit.
Up a little more. Little more. There.
What happened?
Oh, I dropped a D20.
Oh, it doesn't count unless it's a 1.
Oh, I got it.
What was it?
Oh, 19?
Oh, okay, it doesn't count. 5 or below, I would have said, all right, that's a table foul. Ekrum's first roll is a 5.
Oh, damn you.
The DM portent.
Portent.
Right?
I forget what portend is.
It's the single greatest sees through time.
How's that apply to us? I forget. You always use it, but I don't know what it means. What it does to us.
Oh, I technically get to replace any attack or skill roll, basically any D20 roll, with one that I've already rolled.
So you have to pre-roll that ahead of time.
At the start of every day or at the beginning, after a long rest. I roll.
So you've had a long rest, and how many have you used so far? Did you use any in the last?
I used some in the
battle?
last one, but then we long rested?
You have not long rested.
Oh,
yet.
since the battle?
Right. Since the battle with Ysac,
Okay.
you have not long rested.
Okay. That makes sense. Should we long rest right now?
Yeah. Alright, let's take a rest.
Outside in the snow.
Just curl up.
I would say you guys stopped at the first chamber down there that you came into. Like there was the what was it? Like the clerical office that was right next to like down the first set of stairs. So you guys camped in there for the night. So you had a long rest. So get your long rest back. I don't think Oberon had used anything. We'll just say you came in fully rested anyway.
Yep.
And then, all right. So now you work your way outside. What's that?
I'm just saying, probably get to know everybody a little bit.
Right.
I don't know if I got everyone's names.
And so we'll say that was your long rest.
You've
was you
never
guys
heard
talking.
of my name
I
before?
have not heard your name.
So, Ekrub is like an annoying noble.
He is an annoying noble. It's
like,
great.
Yeah.
Microbe is fun. He is very.
He's full of himself.
It's great.
Yeah. So what's our plan?
Yeah, what's our visibility? How far can we see now?
You can see. You can see Badonkadonk's butt.
Wow. I don't know where we go. I don't got a lot of spells that could probably help us out.
What exactly is our objective at this point?
I'd find our way back to civilization. I guess go south is kind of where we came from. We went really far north to get here. So I think to get back to the person that we made the deal with, we have to go
Well,
south.
wait, why do we need to go back to see him if we're not planning on getting him back?
I mean, we don't technically have to.
I mean, it just seems like an awkward situation.
Yeah.
We need to go
If
back.
anything,
Unless he's going to send people after us.
I forget what the stipulations of the deal was. Like they framed us for burning something down.
That building inside that city.
Yeah, what was the process? Like we went there
Yeah.
to talk to her, and that's in the granary or the windmill.
Yeah.
She said she wanted the deal. Get me the thing and the place, or else something.
Well, I tell her, bring it, bitch. Let's go.
You're so tough, Akram.
Yeah, this
So
is
you
my
guys
breastplate.
didn't burn the building down? You're just accused
No,
of
we
it?
did not. No.
I mean, I wanted to. I'm not gonna
Great
lie.
question.
we actually did not.
Are you sure?
We
Who
did
did?
not. We did not. It was Ysac.
That's why you killed him.
Right. They are so heartless. It was so fun.
Apparently.
They just didn't care at all that they were killing their old friend Ysac. They just ripped him apart and watched the darkness rip him apart. It was.
I thought he was gonna start consuming people, that and have like unlimited health as well too. I guess he would have run out of healing spells though at some point in time, right?
Theoretically.
Yeah.
Because I think even though it was a legendary action, I think it still consumes a spell slot to cast.
Yeah, right.
I don't think it would be a free cast. Maybe? I guess I need to look up the rule on that and see what the actual rule is. But yeah, I would think that you would still have to, even though you're using the legendary, you'd have to consume an action or consume a spell slot.
Are we up on a mountain? Is that where
You
we're at?
are on the plains, my friend.
I thought we were on a mountain for some reason.
So we just start walking south.
I guess so.
All right.
Oberon, lead the way.
We're walking south. Oberon, yeah, he loves leading.
He loves leading, is that right?
I'll follow the horse's butt. Let's go.
So, Oberon is following the horse's butt.
Yep.
All right. For the first hour, the
This is a gone.
Yep, for the first hour, Badonkadonkey leads you south, but then starts drifting east. And I turned him west, actually.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Going east. And so you guys are getting cold. You're getting frozen. You are still thinking you're walking south. You walk south for a good 2 hours, or at least you think you're walking south, and then you see like some trees off in the distance, and make a perception check. Everybody who sees off in the distance what looks like trees, it's like a darkish landscape ahead of you.
Alright. So you roll for perception, it's a d20 plus
Yeah.
your modifier.
Is that?
So go
Would
left.
this be perception?
Swipe left, I mean?
Yes.
Or, I'm sorry, swipe the other left. Swipe right.
Right.
Your other left.
And
Just
find
matrix.
perception
Okay, so I have +1.
plus 1. So you roll your d20 and whatever you get
Right.
plus 1.
So how are you guys traveling? So this is Badonkadonkey. How are you guys lined up
Well,
So it sounded like, yep, it sounded like you were leading. Ruiz is back there.
I was behind Oberyn.
Okay, you're behind Oberyn. And that's how far back you are, Ruiz?
Yep.
And you've been back that far for hours?
Nope, just now. I don't know why.
Just decided.
I don't know why.
Unless they approach from behind, then I'm in the middle.
That's funny. Where did I put my dice?
You have plus
I don't
one
think I
AC
dropped it.
now.
I'll just grab a different
You're
one.
basically untouchable.
I was rolling well with my other one, though. That's why I wanted it back. But,
Where did it go?
Right, I think. I wonder if
I
I, put
didn't
it back
take
in
it.
my. Wise ass.
It's Ysac.
Oh, is that right? So. Oof. So around you, everybody. Let's see here. Who has measuring sticks? I've got them right here. What are our measuring sticks?
60.
This is a 60. Okay, so yep, that.
Covers
All
everybody.
right. So everybody suddenly feels this change in like the atmosphere, and it's the storm changed somehow, and like your ears pop, and the snow suddenly changes direction from where it was hitting you. It was hitting you in the face before, and now suddenly it's coming from behind. And Ruiz, 29 to hit. 29 to hit.
Okay.
So you don't see anything yet.
I'm dead.
No, that's just a hit. 29.
So I'm guessing that hits you.
Okay.
Well, you
can't
got the ring on.
portend or anything, or you have a good portend. And
Oh yeah, wait. No,
Ooh.
that's not gonna save it.
all right.
Oh, don't say
so,
hit dice.
No.
I rolled an 18 on my perception of that.
Nice. So you take 10 points of slashing damage across. You have this scrape come across your chest, and you look down and you recognize it immediately with your perception check. You recognize immediately that this is a very large wolf that just took a swipe at you, and you didn't even see it.
There's an invisible wolf attacking me! I blink.
Jesus.
Oh, of course he does.
Can we see him at this point?
You cannot see anything at this point. It's
No.
gone again.
No, we can't see him.
Who? Ruiz?
Well,
He said he just blinked.
He just blinked out of existence.
I
He
yelled.
yelled.
Oh.
Yeah.
He yelled through the storm. And what did Ruiz yell?
There's an invisible wolf
Yeah,
attacking
so we all
me.
turn around and we're like, what the fuck?
All right, so you turn around.
Take stance.
Did everybody turn around?
Well, I did.
All right.
Yeah.
So Echo did for sure.
I'm hard of hearing, so I'm still facing the other way.
You're still facing the other
I
way.
like it.
And John, you
No, I turned around.
you turn around. So you turn around. All right.
Oh,
And-
yeah, I'm blinking too.
And you turn around just in time to see Ruiz blink, and he gone. You don't see anything when you turn around. It's still just
Nothing.
storm. And then after a few moments pass, the wind changes back, the pressure in your ears is relieved, and the snow is now hitting you in the face again. The wind has returned back to normal.
Weird.
Keep on going then.
Well,
So yeah, that's actually what's happening here. Badonkadonky is still moving.
okay. Well, right after that happened, I turned back around and I start following Oberyn again.
Alright. I sprint up as fast as I can towards my horse.
Because you're seeing them. You can see them through blink.
No.
You can
Oh,
see the
these
twain.
people?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
It's like the one ring thing. When you put it on,
Yeah.
you see that kind of vision.
grayed out world.
So you still see what's going on.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So is this how you are situated?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
All right.
Let's proceed.
All
I
right.
guess I'm still blinking for the next like minute.
Okay, so you are still blinked out. So we
Well, that's
need.
technically how long the spell lasts for, right?
Sure. And so if you are technically blinked and following,
I don't know if we need to do this in. I mean, I will appear every 6 seconds or so. No, every 10 seconds.
you reappear every 10 seconds. So
Yeah.
Like
For
just
the next minute, I will reappear instantaneously and then
like it's your
disappear.
turn or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
so you
blinking
kind of
from place to place.
okay.
Yeah.
I see it in my head, kind of like you like get pulled. I don't know. I'm seeing a weird visual with how that would happen. So
Mhm.
you can describe it however you want.
That's just the technical.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go off your definition of it.
Well, I think every 10 seconds they kind of see you jitter in reality,
Mhm.
and then they see you kind of walking along, but so they can predict where you're going, but they don't know where you are at any given moment.
I yell out stuff
Like
too
a
when I
glitch in the
materialize,
Matrix.
yeah.
Right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm over here. I'm here right now. Just
Look
so
over
you
here.
know.
Look over here. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, while on the ethereal plane, you can see and hear the plane you originated from, which is cast in shades of gray.
There you go. Fair enough. All right, and so you feel the wind change again.
I'm like, am I still? Did it last long enough? Am I still like?
Well, I'd say you've been walking for a couple of minutes.
Okay, so
and-
it's the spell is worn off. Okay, as soon as I feel the wind change,
Wait, do we know that the wind change means anything at this point? Like, would we know that?
I mean the wind change. I got.
I would
Yeah,
say
wind
yes,
changes
just
in
because
rap
the
all
last
the time.
time. Well, I would say yes because last time the wind changed. You know, this wind's howling, and then all of a sudden it just stopped for a second and changed, and then Bob or Ruiz got clawed to death
The
almost.
wolf is the wind.
So the wind changed?
The wind change, and you also feel the pressure change when
Right.
it dramatically changes like that. That's kind of an unnatural. Because you're right, the wind does change, not this dramatically though.
That drop immediately is on guard again. Like he senses
I
danger.
crouch
So,
down. I go
Where would you
forward.
like to move?
Yeah.
I'm looking to the east.
I'm
So you're still looking this way,
Back
to the west.
Yeah, I'm looking behind me again.
Okay. Do you stay where you're at?
Yeah,
I'd say move where you want to move to.
I'm good right there.
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire.
So I'm just gonna kind of stay back to back with him.
Okay.
So Fairy Fire lights up any creature within 20 feet square around me. So you can maybe anticipate something before it happens.
So
Rotate the camera towards your character.
let me see here. Fairy fire. Can you read it? I want to.
It says each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet, whatever you pick. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw.
So you are able to light up a square around you,
20-foot, yep.
a 20-foot square around you. Okay.
Well, I can cast it 60 feet away, but I'm going to put it around me because I don't want to get clawed up.
Sure. You're gonna center it on you.
Mm-hmm.
On you, John. You. So you want to center it on you.
Yep.
So would that be right there?
Mm-hmm.
And then
But you cast it, you can cast it on an object or a place.
any creature in the area when the spell is cast is outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw. For the duration, objects
Oh, so that makes more
and
sense.
affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius, so people outside the 20-foot box would be able to see it just a little bit too. Sound good.
Okay.
So you have to do a dexterity saving throw.
It's not within 20 feet.
Well, if you come within if the wolf comes within the 20-foot radius, right?
Okay, it's not at the moment. It stays.
Yeah.
It like lights up that
For
20
up-
foot
For up to a minute.
for up to. Okay, so yeah, you don't see anything yet.
Okay.
All right. Well, should we just
And so you are.
stand here
Let's
for a
just
second?
hold fast.
Yeah, right.
How about this weather?
So you're hanging out on guard inside of this 20 foot by 20 foot square. That doesn't really look like a square, but it is what it is. And so this is how you're positioned?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You see the paw come through. Let's see here. You see a 16 to you, Ekram, which does not hit. So, but you see just a paw come through. This enormous paw is lit up by your fairy fire, and then the paw pulls out, and from the motion you can tell it was running this way, and you can see the paw for a few moments until it's in the blizzard. But it needs to pass it needs to
11 dexterity.
11, and it passes. So does that mean it is lit up, or it's not lit up once it leaves the 20 foot?
I don't.
My guess is it's not lit up once it leaves the 20 foot.
Okay.
The 20 foot radius, and so now it's disappeared again. So now, how would you guys like to proceed? Do you have anything?
Well,
Does anybody have any like elemental protection spells, something like that? How do you attack the wind?
Is your magic missile?
They can technically hit anything.
if you know where it is, you have to identify where it's located.
Yeah. I mean, it might have been able to do it to that paw as soon as it like instantaneously like triggered it.
So as you're discussing this, Oberon somehow pulls out a book and starts reading, and at least that's what it looks like you're doing. So he's reading up on whatever he's trying to read up on while you guys are sitting here talking about whatever you're talking about, and it comes back through and it takes a swipe, and that is going to be a 23 to hit John Yu. And it comes all the way in. And so now you see this hulking... Where'd I put it? Oh, there it is. You see this hulking... It's not very... It's kind of big, I guess, compared to you. But I didn't have a big enough wolf. You see this hulking wolf that emerges into the fairy fire, and mixed with the fairy fire and seeing it, it's got this weird glow, and it is going to do 15 points of slashing damage to John Yu. And then I rolled a 16, which passes the fairy fire, and it keeps on running and gets outside of the 20 foot and disappears again.
What the fuck?
Well, that's not good.
Okay, so this thing's just gonna keep coming in and out. We gotta figure out how to trap it. Like,
Only we had some kind of net.
okay, I can't use it.
And after a moment, the wind switches back, and your ears, the pressure is relieved again.
I say we start running towards
Yeah, let's
the
just
forest.
run.
All right, we start spraying.
All right, how do you want to sprint? Get yourself lined up.
As fast as my ass can run.
Russ jumps on Badakadonk.
So the forest,
It's already just down-weighted with gold, just piles of jewels, and I'm just, hurry up, boss.
So make a perception check. Everybody who wants to make a perception check and kind of assess their surroundings as they're running towards the trees.
I have 14.
To the trees.
Ooh, natty 20.
I have 14.
13. So you all recognize what you're looking at up ahead is what's called the knuckles, and they're just like on the plains. They're just these little hilly outcroppings that stick up out of the earth, and they're forested, and they've got trees on them and stuff like that. It's a great place for bandits to hide out, and generally they're not the safest of places. But this remote area, you're going to play the odds. So you're headed towards one of the knuckles, and it's probably, we'll call it 200 feet off in the distance.
Okay.
And so, are you lined up how you want to run?
Yep.
So, Ekrub's running this
Well,
way.
I'm following. Damn.
Oberon?
Oberon again. Yeah. O'Brien.
Oberon. And I'm guessing John Yu wants to face forward instead of off angling in the distance.
They don't trip over.
How far away is the thing?
200 feet.
200 feet.
We can make it.
I cast Dimension Door while touching my horse. Hey, see you guys there. Boop.
And you.
So can we face a direction where we have, like, where's the trees?
The trees are over here, and we'll get it positioned. We'll get it positioned if you get there. Or yeah, we can. I guess we can set it up. Let me get the trees. You guys move back. You might have to position that camera a little differently.
So let's face this way. The trees can be over here. Or should I put this camera?
And we're just
Wait till it gets the trees.
Yeah, let's.
we're just in the brutal wind.
So if these are the trees,
John, you and I look at each other and we're just like, why are we even friends with that guy? He just fucking leaves us every time.
Yeah, right. If I was prepared, we'd do it.
You need one person alive to tell the story, or else
True that.
all our sacrifices
And
for
keep
nothing.
the gold, right? Yeah.
If I don't survive, then everything doesn't mean anything.
Can you move that 200 feet? And let's move you guys.
Move the action cam so it's shooting a little more center down the middle between those trees. There you go. That's good.
Aren't these
Tip-
60, you said?
Tip it. We'll see where we can set.
What's that?
How long were these? Or?
Those are 60.
60.
Jeremy, are they going to come through it this way, like towards the camera?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
I mean, it's going to be way over here. It's going to be about the end of the paper, pretty much. Maybe 200.
Yeah. So we'll say, for the sake of argument, you've made it a
Right.
little ways. Can you see them pretty all right?
Yeah, if they're going to move towards the camera, that's pretty good.
Okay. And all right, and so you're running along, and here's where you're at, and you see Ruis and Badonkadonki just disappear through the dimension door, and you guys just keep running, and Ruis is up ahead. So the first hit, it comes through and throws 2 claws between you two, and the first one is at Ekrub, and it was 26 to hit, and then barely, and then the second claw was at Oberon, and it was 23 to hit.
I think he's got like a +15 modifier.
So, I mean, yeah.
And the first one, we do 12 points of damage
We
to
deserve
Ekrub.
it. We deserve it. Let's be honest.
12 points of damage to Ekrub and 12 points of damage to
12
to Oberon.
so can we not see this thing because it's invisible or because of the wind?
So you take
Because of the
Yep.
storm,
Yeah, just-
and it's fast.
Oop, there, that went
Whoa.
twice.
Damn it.
Okay, so now push heal once.
There we go. Yeah.
There you go. Now you can delete that number so don't. That's why I usually just use the scroller.
Oh, on the side there.
Yeah, and then it goes back to 0 when you're done.
So it's gone again, and you make it to the trees. And as you get to the trees, and you get into the thick of the trees, and we'll say you move in a little bit further yet, and so there are more trees behind you. And if these get annoying to work around, we can move them around a little bit also. But there's hopefully a little bit more flavor. How's that look? So you get into the trees, and the wind dies down, and so now it's not as blustery. It's not as, you have some visibility.
Fly with him.
And on one edge, I don't know, you come running back. All right, and so now you can see this wolf moving up on the edge. So here it is.
Before he gets there, I cast Heal Wounds on myself.
Okay, so I'll
2D
do, yep,
2d8
cast.
plus 3.
Do some healing quick, and then we'll roll for initiative.
2d8 plus 3.
How do I heal? I gotta take a potion or something.
Alright, I'm just gonna roll the
Got a couple of different ones. Which one do I use? Does it matter? I have cure wounds.
While you
and I
guys
have
are doing
prayer
all of your healing quick and everything,
What's
and
the
rolling
prayer of
initiative.
healing?
Can I-
Up to 5 creatures of your choice within range.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
please,
That's
and
a
then
lot.
I'll be
Yeah,
right
that's a
back.
lot of spell slots.
Save that.
So, do you have any potions in your inventory?
I don't have anything. No.
Okay, so
You should have
cure
Cure
wounds is
Wounds, though.
Cure Wounds is the best option.
That's okay.
Oh,
Yep.
I was gonna say you don't want to waste your spell slots if you don't need to.
Right.
Because Cure Wounds, that's just like a bank of hit points that you can restore.
No, so that's.
Oh, wait.
No, Cure Wounds is 2d8 plus whatever your spell modifier is.
What's that bank of hit points?
That one is lay hands on. Or,
And you can do that to anybody, not just yourself?
yeah.
So I just need to hit cast, right?
Yep.
Cast, and then okay, took a
Now
spot.
you roll. Holy crap. Oh, that's a level 2. So I wouldn't waste a level 2 slot.
Oh, I can use the other one. Okay.
If you do it level 1, because you only lost 12 points.
Right. Exactly. Okay.
So don't waste level 2 because those spell slots
Okay.
are pretty.
And then I roll or what?
Yeah, 2d8 plus 2, or you can just hit it there and it'll automatically roll for you. But I don't know. I like to manually roll.
Yeah, it don't matter.
2d8. So
Oh.
a d8.
This one?
It's the pyramid-looking one.
This one?
Um.
Or this one? Oh, the diamond
Yeah,
one.
the diamond.
The diamond. Okay. That's fine. 3,
So you roll it twice. So
Oh,
it's 3
okay.
plus.
What's that for?
4,
So 7 plus 2 is 9.
9.
Yep.
So I heal for 9.
Yep.
Okay.
So, oh my goodness. Alright, so I got an 8 plus 2 plus. So I heal for 13, which fully cures me.
57 hit points. 60.
Alright. Alright,
Well,
I'm back in action.
at least we can see it now.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Level 1 spell slot is gone.
It's been quiet. Did you get everything figured out? I'm gonna eat a bunch of candy beans, which is a terrible idea.
Oh.
We've also got peanuts floating around. If you want peanuts or anything, we've got
Still some jelly beans.
jelly beans. Yeah, we've got some snacks if you want some snacks.
Snacks. I always want snacks.
Right?
Always.
Snacks is good. Snacks is good food.
Is there any black beans in there?
Huh.
I actually do like the black ones.
Yeah, no, these are Star-Kissed.
Oh.
And so
Oh my god, blacker.
the black is great.
It's not my favorite, but I do like them.
Like
Yeah.
a black licorice
Mhm.
flavor? Oh,
The anise flavor.
Yep. The
Yep.
original, the OG.
I think anise is a flavor you either love or hate.
Yep.
It's not.
I got it from my mom. My mom likes it.
Yeah. My mom always made a couple of different kinds of divinity, and one of them was an anise flavored divinity, and the other was a vanilla flavored divinity. And
Right.
That was always interesting.
What's divinity?
What's that?
What's divinity?
Divinity is like a sugared egg white fluff, caramelish thing. It was. She made a lot of batches that didn't turn out, and you can take and pivot it and add chocolate to it, and turn it into fudge.
Oh wow.
And so she did a lot of cheater's fudge, is what she called it.
Yep.
Still sounds like a pretty good
It was delicious.
consolation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was delicious. All right, so we see what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we roll for initiative?
Let's do it.
Yeah, so now go back to the Oh, jeez.
I always
Your
forget I have
initiative
plus
is
2
actually
in it.
plus 0.
Oh,
So just roll a
that's
d20.
not terrible.
Okay.
It's not great.
17.
And then add your initiative to it.
I have not none.
Yeah, here's a 0.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
All right, so 20 plus.
I rolled an 18. I clicked my plus 1. I had 17.
Anybody get 20 plus? 15 plus?
16.
17.
17?
What am I doing at the top of the order?
Right?
This is like the first time I haven't been last or second to last.
Over 10?
13.
13?
Can I like willingly tank my initiative?
Can you swap it with me?
Out of 5.
And then, John, you. All right. So, Oberon, you are up first. What would you like to do?
Well, how close is the wolf?
It's like about 40 feet.
40 feet.
So yeah,
Yeah, that doesn't. How long does that stay, Jeff? Fairy fire.
I think it just stayed where I was.
It doesn't follow you.
I don't know.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't know if that's what I was wondering. If it was on an object or a place.
So the green is 60 feet. So you definitely.
So we just let it be on your object as you.
You know, I think I might have read that wrong. I think I cast it on an object or a creature and it stays with them.
That sounds more.
I don't know why I didn't think of that before. So I wouldn't have been able to cast it on the wolf because we couldn't see him. So
Right.
I cast it wrong.
So
That's all right.
currently the wolf
It was a good dramatic effect.
is 30 feet. Red is 30 feet from John Yu. Typically, the average movement for characters is 30 feet as well too. You can use a secondary action to dash, which makes your total movement 60, but then you lose the ability to attack because you are primary. Giving
And
ranged weapons.
You
can
are.
also
You're in thick, deep snow, so
Yeah.
really you're only getting half your movement right now.
yeah. You can also what is it, stall or trigger? Use a trigger action. Like you can actually just wait until the wolf moves closer to you to then
Right.
move and attack. I guess.
Yeah, or you can.
I guess you just kind of have
Well-
to declare what your attack is first.
Well, I'd like to move a little bit closer to it to prepare, so I don't want to move all the way, but just kind of over here, but to prepare.
Okay. So you're getting in front of. You're moving in front of John Yu.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can declare like I want to attack if the wolf comes within X amount of feet of me.
Okay,
I
okay.
stage an attack.
So if it,
Technically, yes.
We're saying.
so
You can stage an action basically. I want to do this when this happens.
Yeah, you need a triggering event.
as long as you kind
and
of
define your
establish it.
action.
yeah, if it attacks me or comes within my range of my hammer, I'm gonna do ensnaring strike to hold it.
Cool. Good idea. Good idea.
That is a good plan. Nicely done. And so that's Oberon's move, and he has got an action waiting for a trigger. And Ruis,
Oh.
you are way too kind to these guys. It does not go. John Yu does not let it go unnoticed that you stepped in front of him to prepare for the battle.
Hey, if you want to step in between me and the giant wolf, that's fine.
That's exactly what you're thinking. It's like, hey,
Oh, good. I like this guy.
right? You're not blinking out of here.
He's not as cool as Zekrom, but he's pretty cool.
I cast Mind Sliver on the wolf, so it now has to make an intelligence saving throw 14.
Does not pass. It's a saving throw. It is going to use a legendary action, and I choose to succeed instead. And I can use this legendary action 3 times a day.
What is it? It's basically an
Yeah, what-
automatic success.
Yep.
What's it called?
It is legendary resistance.
Oh,
It automatically passes a saving throw.
Yeah.
I was only gonna do 3 points damage, so
So that was a good one.
jokes on him. Conclude. Actually, I'm gonna move back towards my horsey horses.
Right,
That's it.
Ekrub.
That's me.
That's you, Ekrub.
That's all I am.
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and turn around here, and
You can move 15 feet.
I'm just gonna stage over here next to John Yu. And while I'm at it, I don't have an opportunity to attack or anything, so I'm gonna do him a solid and give him some cure. You got hit by the wolf, right?
Yeah, you did. That's right.
So I did 1 potion. I'm back to 63 and 60.
Out of
Oh,
68.
okay.
Oh, okay. Not too bad. I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on him, and
At first level?
it fully heals him.
Okay.
Yep. Because you only needed 5 more.
Well, it looks like I'm at 62, so I needed 60.
Okay, so no. Okay, 7. That's what.
Did you reroll?
No, I get 2d8.
You get
Oh,
two,
okay.
My first dice was enough to heal him
Gotcha.
at 5, so I didn't even roll the second.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We'll even say, for the sake of this, whatever you rolled over, you can have as temporary hit points.
All right.
Always a good sign.
And-
What did you roll over?
Bonus hit.
So that's it. That's it for my turn.
What did you roll over?
I rolled a 7 total, so
I get 1 extra. I'm at
Okay.
69 and 60.
69.
69, dude. Another good one, Ted.
It's been
Now
like 25, 35 years since that. Was it 30 years since that movie came out? It's been a long time.
So does
Right.
my armor class go up since I got a human or a paladin shield in front of me?
And unfortunately, it does not. And the wolf crosses this distance in a single bound, and
Is
it
the wolf
is
not hampered by
boom. Oh no. The wolf has ice walk. The wolf can move across and climb icy surfaces without needing to make an ability check. Additionally, difficult terrain composed of ice or snow doesn't cost it extra movement.
Plus, it's fucking animal. He's in its. It's in its.
This is a dire wolf. This is an old dire wolf. As it gets close, you can see it's been through many
Hear
battles.
me out. This thing took Loonsman. Loonsman's gonna appear out of nowhere here and save our ass right before we all die.
So it's within range of my attack then, right?
Yes, but it gets to make its
Oh,
attacks
okay.
first.
Fair enough.
All right. So initially, its multi-attack.
I mean,
is-
technically, he should be able to make his attack first if he triggers it.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
range-based.
Okay.
Yeah, good point. No,
Sorry
good,
to-
no, no, no,
sorry.
no. That was a good catch.
So I rolled a 2d. I do this one twice then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I think you might have to roll to hit first,
Yeah, you have to roll to hit.
So roll hits always a d20.
and you should get
Okay.
some bonuses, I imagine.
Where is your?
And you're casting. You're not
What are you casting?
ensnaring.
Then snaring.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's right.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
So you can, and then read through that. And what is it?
So
just-
casting
it's a-
bonus action, which you can take immediately after hitting a creature with a weapon. Oh, I have to hit him.
Yep. So you have to hit him, and then you can declare using it. I won't make you waste it.
So you have to use a regular attack first.
Okay. All right. So I swing at him.
Okay. So roll to hit. What are you attacking with? Your mace.
My mace. Yeah.
So what is your mace attack? One over. Sorry.
Why does it keep doing that?
One more. So
5 foot reach, yeah.
So right here it says +8 for hit DC.
Yeah.
So roll a d20 +8. That's a pretty good.
Woo!
Yeah, that's a hit.
Woo!
17
So you got 20.
17 plus 8.
Yeah, right.
So what's that math?
Oh my goodness.
25.
I'm not doing the math for you.
25.
What the hell, man?
I'm on vacation.
Right.
Siri, what is math?
All right.
All
So
right.
yes, that is going to hit.
Okay.
So
So
you
now
roll
you
for
can
damage.
also, I think you can say ensnaring strike.
So
So now you roll
I
for your
think-
damage, which
I don't
so
think
so
you
that
have
was
to
your
call
hit
it
DC.
first.
Now
do
your
you?
damage.
Maybe you do
roll
need to
a
call it
D6.
first.
One for
6
Siri?
+5.
With
Oh.
it didn't even spin. Does that
I
count?
think it's kind of like Divine Smite. It triggers, you can trigger it
Ooh.
on a hit.
Yeah.
Perfect roll.
If it's a bonus action,
So
yeah.
You got
My-
a 6.
my smite does 11. I mean, my mace does 11 damage then. It's a D6 plus 5.
Now you can do your bonus.
And then
action.
now my bonus action is that
So your first one,
Did
your
11.
hit was how much?
11, yep. And I'm gonna cast a level 2 ensnaring strike.
So technically, I think since he had a trigger action, he
Then
would
you say
have to.
ensnaring strike.
He would technically have to say, on a hit, I also cast this as well too.
Yeah, which
But
you
that's
did.
just
Yeah.
like minutia.
So there we go. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, and
You
then
declare you want to use it.
so I need that second D6. So for my ensnaring strike, this is gonna hold a bonus action, concentration up to 1 minute. So to hit the target, grasping vines appear on it and making the strength. Unless it makes a strength saving throw, a larger creature has advantage on the save. On a failed save, the target has the restraint condition until the spell ends.
So a large creature has advantage on the save.
A larger creature has advantage on the save. Yep. On a failed save, the target has a restraint condition until the spell ends. On successful save, this vines shrivel away and the spell ends. While restrained, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. A target creature within reach of it can take action to make a strength check against your spell save DC.
I rolled a 24 for my save, which is going to pass.
Yeah.
So whatever the effect is doesn't happen, but this damage still happens.
Okay. So I got a 6, and so where does it show that? So there's 6 damage then, of piercing.
Because it was
What was
2d6.
that?
2d6, yeah, right here, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And so so 6 points of damage. So
Yeah.
you did 17 total.
Yeah.
Okay, and don't forget before you end your turn. Sorry if I can help.
Yeah, absolutely.
You are a level 7 paladin, so you got an extra attack.
Oh, yeah.
So you can use your mace again.
Okay.
You have to.
So
use
now
the
you can
attack.
declare another attack.
Alright, and I'm gonna swing my mace again, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just go over one tab. There you go. You were just on it.
Oh, that was it.
No, I'm sorry.
What's going on?
Go to skill.
What are we looking
Get
for?
out of that.
It's always
There
over
we
two.
go. Yeah. Okay.
One is
What is
D6
a
plus
paladin?
5.
So I do 8 more damage.
You need to roll to hit first.
Oh, that's right. Is that just a regular? Yeah.
A d20 plus whatever your modifier.
14 plus 8, so 22 to hit.
That is not going to hit.
What?
What?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, so it's in between 22 and 25.
Let's see what we got here.
Yeah.
Dude, what the? Alright, he
So
ain't
with
messing
your
around.
second swing, you think it is solid,
Should've
and
been.
you whiff right off of the wolf. Kind of is, there's a sleekness to it, and your blade or your mace just kind of bounces off of the
Damn it.
that icy shell.
Shit. 22 and doesn't hit.
That's insane.
It's not good.
All right.
Shit. Sorry that you have to be on the receiving end of this, but we've always kicked his ass, so now he's coming at us. This is him whooping our ass.
And so now it is the wolf gets its turn, and
Oh,
Wait a second.
John, you.
Wait a second. Yeah, I was gonna say. What
No,
no, he held his action.
Yeah, he staged an action. Wolf
Why did the
moved.
wolf get to come up on us?
Because
on
it's the
turn?
wolf's turn, and the trigger was if the wolf advances,
Gets in my range.
he gets to use his.
Yeah.
So the wolf still has an attack action.
Right. So the wolf still gets to have its turn now.
Mm.
So it takes a little bit of damage from your first strike and shakes off the entanglement that is coming up from the ground.
That's right.
did try. And it was
We're gonna-
a valiant effort.
No, this is awesome. Let's have it.
And so now it gets to have the wolf's multi-attack is it can use something called cold breath. And it can use that as its initial action in its attack. So the wolf exhales a blast of freezing wind in a 30-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a DC 18 dexterity saving throw. And so let's see here.
So now all
So it
saving
is
throws are with your D20.
Attacking.
And my
So these are
This
not.
one-
This is your saving throw. This is your modifier. So
yeah, I mean,
What's the-
but I don't have any so
the aperture on your
so
code?
my
What's
dexterity
That's
is
a good
10.
question. I think they make
saving throws right here.
I
So
think they
Oh.
make cutouts for it.
Dexterity
Okay, so
is
plus
plus
2.
two.
Okay, I
So-
say that now.
D20
And
plus 2.
I have
I mean-
that. And so I would, and then we could just use these to extend it.
I mean, would
Because
it be a
30
Mine does that
30
too,
foot
but
arc?
Only when I'm.
Would the
I was doing
radiant
that too.
value be
Well,
30 feet as well
yeah.
too?
I would imagine the end of the cone is
Oh, I
about
think it's if you-
15.
If you go like this,
So like this.
it's good. But then
Don't touch
when
the edge.
start
You're
at the
wondering
edge,
if it would be
yeah.
like
They
this?
got me.
Yeah, would
Or
this,
this?
value,
So,
this radiant be 30
Dexterity.
feet
Oh my god.
technically as well too?
So I-
Oh, so it's like an equilateral or whatever.
Yeah, I have no
Alright.
idea.
I don't either,
Oh.
but that's an interesting question. I
I
don't
did,
know.
I did
Yeah,
hear
I'll
it.
do
It's
Google
16
that.
plus 2, so I had
Yep.
18.
Yep.
Oh, is that what I needed?
Yep, that's exactly.
Oh my goodness.
So he'll ask us what.
Okay.
All right. And so let's see. Wolf exhales a blast of freedom 30-foot cone, and the only one in that cone is Oberon, and so you need to make a DC 18 dexterity saving throw.
And I rolled a 16 plus, and the dexterity is plus 2.
All right, so that is 18. So you meet or beat. So you take half the damage on a successful save, and so it is. Let's see here. So I need 1, 2.
We're all gonna die.
6.
Y'all gonna die. I'm gonna run away.
I need 8d8.
Oh.
What?
Is this real life? What the fuck?
So where I need another. Where's my other d8?
How many
I might
do
have
you-
to steal yours?
How many more do you need?
Steal yours. No.
Okay.
A 15-foot cone will be 15 feet wide at its base.
This is
So it's as wide as it is.
powerful before.
That's what she said. Bingo!
Holy shit, dude.
So you take 13 points. 13 points of
Damage.
of cold damage.
That's literally the best case scenario.
I was gonna say that could
How
have
was
been
that
worse.
an 8d8?
Right? But
Wow.
then half because he
Oh.
succeeded on the save.
Oh, well done.
Because I rolled 27.
Oh, even 27. Wow.
That's
so
so
lucky.
cold.
That's, yeah.
And so now it is going to. It's supposed to get 3 attacks, but I'm only going to have it use 2 attacks, and it's going to bite at Eberron and claw at John Yu. So my bite to Eberron is going to be a 16 to hit.
That misses because your armor class.
It's 19.
All right,
Oh,
so he
nice.
snaps and misses, and then it is going to be a 21 to hit with the claw on John Yu.
Damn.
Cool.
And then it's going to hit
We got them all healed up.
Yes, that's good.
So this is where
14 points
I might save all
of
my
slashing
divine
damage
strength.
to
Not
John
using
Yu.
it because we need to heal more.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
And
so,
he's got like 2 more cancels left as well too. But I
and
guess
so
that's
I am
not
going
a
to roll
skill
my
check.
recharge right now. So cold
Divine
breath
Smite
I
is
can
just
only use
like-
once, unless I recharge it, kind of like the way Loon spins nimble dodge. Is that what recharges or what?
Shadow pound.
Shadow pounce. And so I need a 5 or a 6, and I got a 2, so it does not recharge. So I have to wait until after my next round to try another recharge. John, you.
Am I too close to use my bow? I can't remember.
5 feet is the min, typically. Well,
Yes, I would say that you are too close to.
And can I jump?
Like, as part of my movement, can I jump backwards and shoot?
I'm all right with that, and it would potentially get a yes, I would get an attack of opportunity on you because you're within 5 feet. But since you're trying to do something fun, roll a d6. Oh no. So
well, I don't have. I got my bow out, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess stab at it with my arrow.
I'll let you do that. An improvised weapon. Let's see what improvised weapon is.
Or fuck it.
Go ahead,
I'm
what?
just gonna take the attack opportunity. 'Cause
Okay.
Otherwise, I got nothing to offer here.
Okay. So you're gonna jump back,
Yeah, as I go back, I'm gonna fire.
and it is going to hit with another claw, and it's going to be 10 points of slashing damage.
Alright, I still have 4 poison arrows from a month ago. So I'm going to have one of those, and I'm going to attempt an eyeball shot to this guy.
Okay.
I can still hit, but I have to go higher to hit 5, right?
Yes. So,
'Cause that would-
how far back are you jumping?
Well, how far can I go back?
I'll give you 20 feet, which I'm guessing 30 is your...
I thought we could only go half.
You can, but I'm giving you... You're hopping back, I'm giving you a little bit more distance. Unless you only want 15.
No, I was just trying to make sure I know what's going on.
So which one are the 20s?
Yeah, Legolas walks on top of the snow.
Right? So which one are the 20s? Are these... The blues the 20s?
Blues 20.
There you go. So I'll call you there.
Alright, so first attack is going to be 24.
24 is going to hit.
Okay. Is that enough to hit the eyeball?
It is not enough to hit the eyeball.
Well, still a poison arrow.
Yep.
Yep.
Also, I read in here that I didn't know this was a thing, and tell me if I'm crazy. On my longbow, it has a slow function, or a slow.
Slowing.
Yeah, it says if I hit and deal damage,
Okay.
it reduces the speed of whatever I hit by 10 feet until the
Nice.
start of my next turn.
Okay.
5 rules.
Okay.
That's new rules.
Yeah.
So,
So it loses 10 feet of distance? Is that what you said?
well, yeah. That's what it
Okay.
says, till the start of my next turn.
Okay.
Nice, nice.
Okay. And then, so for my second attack, I'm going to try the eye again, but regular arrow this time. So there's extra damage for the poison arrow, correct? Or how's that work?
Should be damage over time, I would think.
Well, yeah, you would. Do you have poison arrow up? Let's see.
Well, I don't know that I ever. I don't know if it's like.
I mean, I'm pretty sure
They're
it's
like
a standard
poison.
thing.
Yeah, I was going to say. I don't think I have.
You're doing call
That's
shot
what
for
I'm
the
saying.
eyeball?
Well, for the second, no, but I hit with the poison arrow on the first one. It didn't hit the eye.
You still hit
the
him.
poison
Because you
arrow.
got them as basically enchanted items, right? Or
I don't
something.
remember. I just have. I bought 5 poison arrows, and I used one already, so I have 4 left.
So your poison can do 2d4 extra damage this one time, and then 1d4
In the next
each.
round.
Yeah,
Or each-
each
however
round
long, yeah.
moving forward. But you need to remember it.
So every turn I need to remember.
Yes, every time it's your turn, you need to remember to roll.
So 2, 4, so 6
Nice.
there, and then
So
I gotta
6
roll
poison.
my damage for the first hit, right?
Yes.
It was 1d8 plus 4, so 10
Nice.
plus
6.
4. So
You had 6.
10 plus 6 of that.
You had
poison
4 and a
damage.
2. Yeah.
oh, 10 plus 6.
So
Okay.
16
So
on the
10
first.
was your hit.
Yeah.
6 is the poison.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Now are you going for an eyeball shot?
I'm gonna
With
try
the regular
again.
arrow.
Yeah.
And he's gonna win, cause for 10, 20, ding ding ding, critical hit.
So.
What? You're a 20.
You can portend like a natural
Oh.
20.
So nat 20.
You can-
Plus 11 to hit.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
well,
yeah, that
I'll
one
take
will
once.
be an eyeball shot, so we'll give you an extra d8 for damage.
So I gotta roll for damage. Does that slow him at all?
No. Well, right, I mean, it... One time what?
One time it'll do the slow. doesn't. It's not.
Right. It's not a continuous.
Right, it's one round, yeah. That
No,
makes
I meant
sense.
like hitting him in the eyeball. Does that do anything with him? Does it
Um,
move me if I were hitting the eyeball?
You unfortunately hit him in an eyeball. He's already lost.
Oh,
And so-
fucking A.
He has no.
Never saw it coming.
So I'm sorry. So 7 plus 4 is 11, and then I get what on top of that?
You get the
Or no,
ball.
wait. Okay, so I get 12 automatically because it was a crit.
20.
Mhm.
You get your dice.
Right.
So
Oh, so 8.
8.
8, and then 11 because I just rolled a 7 plus my 4, so that's 19 total. And then what did you? Was there something else?
You get an extra D8 for the eyeball. So 20 total. Is that what it was?
Yes.
20 damage worth of eyeball damage.
20, and it was an eyeball that he had already lost, or it had already lost. You don't know. I mean, it could be, whatever. All right. So after John, you were back to the top of the order, and we've got Oberon. I say Oberon, even though there's no O. I
It's
think that's
fine.
because, well, it's Oberon.
Oberon, or
But Oberon, I think, was the cartel name in Traffic or something like that.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I'm at 4460.
So you did 36 points of damage total, which is not too bad. But it didn't slow this bastard down.
That's pretty good.
Why didn't you aim for its good eye?
That was not divulged to us by the DM.
It was not. This thing doesn't look like it's really. I mean, you don't even see any blood through the fur yet.
Alright.
His eyeball's not bleeding.
His eyeball's not bleeding. Well, I mean, there's some blood trickling down,
So-
but it didn't.
So I get a bonus attack for each time you said, or how's that work again?
So, let me find it online. It's just as a level 7 paladin, after level 5, you get a second attack. So every turn.
What about taking?
My mace has sap on it too, though, so like the creature should have a disadvantage on the next attack roll before you start the next turn.
So you always will get 2 attacks.
Okay.
That's just the way it is. Like,
Okay.
yep.
Okay.
I feel like our eyeballs not
Oh, they just launch another spell or just swing at him.
from the
Again, you don't know.
All right.
skip
Right.
off the ground and hit him in the balls from underneath. I
That's
purposely let him attack me as he's on top of me.
You're just
You hit
basically
it 11
neutering
times,
food
that's
for
pretty
Right.
But that's what I'm talking about.
I probably should
But
wait.
like
You'd be
honestly,
creating
if
that
you got
stuff
into
on the
spells,
fly.
too, like, we could afford it.
I've got this
Just
moonbeam
come up with a
one that
couple
comes
of different
down
bang, pow,
5-foot
zap,
radius,
different designs.
and
Just put
if
ball
it doesn't
shot in
save,
there.
it takes 2d10 radiant damage.
Oh. And then
So you have to
does
make
it-
the hand
What does it say? Does it
Yes,
say?
I have-
So
What's
big
the-
as well too, jeez.
120 feet, 5 feet.
Does it say it'll hit everybody in that radius, or does it just say?
When I switch to producing,
Because-
I'll have those written.
Right?
Right, each creature in it.
Oh,
So many
okay,
pictures
so
of
you're
balls
good,
just
actually.
on
I'm
the
outside of the range anyway.
And it's, yeah.
You said 5 foot.
Right, yeah.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
start posting balls
Alright.
even with the side of the story.
I'm gonna cast Moonbeam
Okay.
right on top of this SOB.
All right.
So it's going to be a silver beam of light that shines on a 5-foot radius centered on that wolf. And then I can take a magic action on later turns to move. I can turn to move the cylinder up to 60 feet. So when it appears, each creature in it makes a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d10 radiant damage, and if the creature is shapeshift, as a result, it reverts to its true form and can't shapeshift until it leaves the cylinder. On a successful save, a creature takes half as much damage only. A creature also makes the save when the spell's area moves into its space, and when it enters the spell's area or end of turn, a creature makes the save only once per turn. So,
So if he saves, he only gets half damage.
And what's the save number?
How did I figure that?
It should tell you in the text. It should make a Constitution save.
Oh, 13.
13, and I rolled a 16. So I do a save, so I take half
damage of my 2d10. Which one is this one? Here we go.
That's a perspective.
That's a 12.
Oh, it's 12.
The
Okay.
10 is that one and
This
that
one?
one. Yep. So that would, if you roll them together, they're like a D100. But if you want to just roll them as 2d10, you have. Oh wow.
How does that work then?
I think 10 is a 1. 10's the 1, right? Because it would be 10, 20.
On a D100?
Yeah. On a D10, so that's a 1. So you rolled a 5.
Okay. And so then it takes half of that.
Yes. So I've taken 5.
And then with my extra action, I'm gonna hit it with my mace. Then.
Okay.
But that was a persistent spell, right? That lasts for like a minute or something like that?
Yeah.
So I need to roll that every round.
Right. I can move it too. Up to 1 minute. And I can move it. I can take a magic action later on and turn to move this cylinder up to 60
It
feet.
does require concentration.
Does say you can't cast anything else, and then you need to make a Constitution saving throw at the end of each of your turns. Not this one, but at the end of your next turn to see if you maintain concentration. But that I need to remember, so if I don't remind you, then you got through it free. And there's a good chance I'll forget.
But right now, yeah, you can use your second attack.
But yep, now you can use your attack.
Yeah. And then so I. This way.
So I need to make a butthole graphic too.
Okay, so I need to roll the hit.
Star.
So I got 19 plus 8, so what, 27?
That's gonna hit.
Okay, and then 1d6 plus 5. God, come on! So 6 hit.
Jeez.
So what? 8 total?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's the D6s today, man. They're just,
All right.
Should hit the button.
So, so if you move,
5.
if you move, I don't think I would get an attack of opportunity because I've already took it when John.
Yeah,
used it.
I didn't move. Yeah.
And so if you wanted to move, you could move safely right now.
Okay.
But if you don't want to move, you can stay right where you are.
I might move out of the way a little bit.
And so now it's Ruiz's turn.
I cast Mind Sliver. Intelligence saving throw 14.
I need to make an intelligence saving throw 14?
Yep.
Not gonna pass.
Alright. Does it want to use one of its legendaries?
Well, sucks to be you because you just died.
What was that, Mind Freak or something like that?
I don't think I passed. It was concentration or intelligence?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely did not pass.
Does it use one of its legendary cancel outies?
What did you cast?
Mind Sliver?
Mind Sliver? No, it's not focused on you right now, so it misses its opportunity to use that.
Then it takes 6 points of psychic damage.
It gives off a little bit of a yelp, but not too much.
And it also has minus 1d4 to its next saving throw, which I will make sure to calculate.
All right.
So the next time you cast that, it gets potentially minus 4. Potentially, but I'll probably roll once.
I know, right?
So when you guys jumped into this, so this is second turn for Oberon and Ruiz. Actually, we'll wait until we get through John Yu before we do that. Because Oberon, Ruiz is on his second turn. Yeah, let's do it at the end of your turn so I don't forget. So when you were noticing the pressure changes and the wind changes when you were being stalked, that's still happening inside. Like anybody who is not right up on him is suffering from that wind change. And so I can tell you what it is if you want to make a perception check and say if you can figure out what is going on. But let's see here. So, Ruis is at the end of his second turn. And take 13 points of cold damage. And I think you need to start your turn there, so you were within
So what I don't know
5
what
feet.
happened.
So right now, you jumped into where there's the change going on. So as soon as you jumped back, you felt that pressure on your ears again, and you're now in the erratic. What wind is around, or what snow is around, is still blustery a little bit around you.
So I took damage?
You took 13 points of cold damage.
Yep. Do I take damage?
Not until the end of your second turn. And you don't know why that is happening yet. Or Ruis doesn't understand what just happened to him. And honestly, I think Donkey is in that range also.
Okay.
So, how many hit points? Donkey takes 7 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Dead.
He just has that low hit point.
It did.
Our gold.
And so, Ekrub.
All right. Ekrub has been thirsty to unsheath his blade.
Thirsty Blade, do you want to do anything after that happens to you, Ruis? Do you want to use any movement or anything? Sorry, Thirsty Blade. We'll get right back to you.
Absurd. Like 15?
You can move 15 feet. Okay. All right.
I'm up. Oops. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and swing my two-handed greatsword.
Okay.
And
You're going to get right up on him?
yep,
All right.
right behind him. All right.
Get up on him.
All right. So I'm right up behind him, and I'm going to swing my two-handed greatsword at him.
All right. Roll for that hit. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Okay.
12.
20.
20 does not hit.
Not natural. This is bullshit. Dude. Fuck my life, man. A natural 1.
Natural 1. You also bounce right off that icy shell. Like, this thing's fur is very, very, very. I mean, it's got like a sheen of ice and coarseness to it. So that was Ekrub's turn.
Yeah.
All right. So now it is the wolf's turn. It failed its cold breath check or recharge, so it can only 2 attack. It is going to, well, it's supposed to get 3. We'll just call it 2 for now. Well, not for now. We'll call he gets 2 in his multi-attack. So it's going to be an 11 or 21 to bite. So he pivots and bites Ekrub with a 21.
hits.
Barely hits. And then he's going to slash, and that is going to be a 30.
So, and by 30, you mean 3. Right? All right.
And so the bite is going to be...
Damn.
Oh,
That hurt.
right here.
That hurt just a little bit.
So he had 17 points of piercing damage from the bite.
Do you have to roll again to hit, or is it?
No, I
just
did
that
both
one?
my hits.
Oh,
I did both my hits at once, and so both of them hit. My bite and my claw hit. So that was
That's 17?
17 points of piercing damage, and then you need to make a strength saving throw or be knocked
so
prone.
you just hit me for 47 points of damage. All right, and then a what saving throw?
17 points of damage.
You have 17 plus The first one was 37.
No, I haven't rolled damage on the second one yet. I haven't rolled
Okay.
damage
What was that
on the claw.
37?
That was to hit. I rolled my bite hit and then my claw hit, and now I'm doing damage for both of them.
Because you were saying 21 to hit at first.
Yeah, the bite was 21, and you said that barely hit. And then I said, okay, now I'm going to do the claw, and then the claw was a 30.
Okay, that was just. Oh, okay.
And so those were just the hits.
I have to add some health back
Okay.
here. So that first hit, I thought it was 37.
So no, 17 points of damage. That's all.
I'm gonna
that's
heal
been
myself
caused
for
so far.
37 here.
Okay. Whew. Yeah.
I was gonna say you wiped out
Right?
instantly.
Wait a second. I fucked up royally.
You had full health, didn't you? Though.
Yeah, I had full health.
You had full health.
So okay. And that was 17. Okay.
Yep.
All right,
and then
I'm
make
good.
a strength saving throw. You need a DC 18
Strength.
strength.
Gosh, I hope to God this is my best modifier.
Yes.
All right, 20.
You succeed, so you are
8.
not knocked prone. You are able to resist the bite throwing into the
That's
ground.
good.
And then the claw is 10 points of slashing damage. And then
So 27 points. That's still good.
and then it is done.
What's your bonus to hit? My bonus to hit is +8.
John, you.
I'm going to move here. No, pretend I'm up in here.
In the
Okay.
trees.
Somewhere.
We
So-
can also turn this. I mean, you can position it however you
Well,
want.
I
to
want to
make
be.
it.
I want to. Yeah, I want to. I'm here. Okay.
Now, if you can't fit there, you're
Yep.
Well, then we're fucking here then. Like right here then.
there we
Like in
go.
between there.
I love it.
Okay.
It's like doing the
Remembering to do
Brad
my
Van
1d4 poison damage.
Yes.
Okay.
4.
4 point nice.
Okay.
It feels a little tick of poison from that wound.
It was just tickled.
Eyeball shot on the other eyeball.
All right.
20! I only got one of those this time.
25.
25 will hit. That doesn't hit the eyeball.
So by the way, on level 8, I upped my archery, so I got +2, so I'm at +11.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's why I'm rolling so high.
On your
He's plus
DC?
11 to hit eyeballs. It's pretty good.
I'm gonna let you know that that's fortunate that you have that.
Well, hell yeah.
So 8 plus 3, 11.
I wish you could use
Okay, and then second hit,
No.
28.
28 to hit.
Yep.
All right. So that one is going to hit.
5.
So your first, how much damage did you do on the first one?
So I got a total damage of 20 points.
Total damage of 20. You're still the high damage dealer so
He
far.
is. They probably are. You'll have to be with those dice rolls. I'm the drug damage.
All right. And after
I
John,
haven't
you,
done
we're
any
back to
damage yet, which
Oberon.
is crazy.
Okay.
But when I get a hold of blind spot.
You shall be smitten.
So what would you like to do? Are you rushing up on it? You staying at 10 feet?
Well, can I like heal myself and then attack?
That's one.
You can
one
heal
action.
yourself, but not attack.
Is that just one action?
He's got multi-attack.
If you cast something, you don't get a multi. You don't
Oh, you
get
don't.
no.
Or can I attack then
You can
heal?
attack twice.
Okay.
You can attack. I don't know if healing is a bonus action. There's. Let's see. I think like lay hands on is, or cure wounds is just a regular spell.
It is. So that would be your action.
So yeah. What's your HP right now?
44.
I mean,
I don't know. It's fine.
I think we need to do some damage to this
yeah.
guy.
Well, that moonbeam thing. How does that?
Oh yeah.
Can I do that? Would that take my last spell for level 2 to move it, or?
He's gonna. It's still.
So
active.
it's locked on a target, isn't it? And then you can move it
It's
to a
on
different
him.
target.
I can move
yeah.
it 6 feet away.
Right. And
But
so
he
you
hasn't
wanna-
moved, I guess. Yeah.
Well,
But
right.
you gotta maintain concentration, and he's gotta roll a saving throw
Yeah.
every turn, right?
Right. And so if you cast...
Yeah, he's still in it, yeah.
If you cast Cure Wounds, you break your concentration
Oh, okay.
on
Yeah.
Moonbeam.
No, I
Alright.
think it's only if you cast another concentration spell that breaks it. If you have a spell that's concentration, you can't cast any other spell that's concentration. You can still cast spells, just not concentrations.
Can you? Okay.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Because concentration spells aren't really that potent to like completely.
Alright, well, I'm gonna move in and hit with my mace.
You got this.
Maybe the other
If
way.
he was
There's a
painted,
lot of
that would
edges.
look like a badass scene.
Okay, so
Save your dice. 17. 14.
21 to hit.
Oh shit, never mind. I mean 17 plus 8. I portend that, so I'm gonna give you a 17. You have plus 8 to hit, so you get 25 total.
Okay.
Because I think
Alright.
21 is under the bar.
Okay.
That's gonna
And
hit.
then the damage is 11.
Okay.
All right, before you use your second attack, I'm gonna give you a hint as a paladin. You should use your bonus action right now that you knew you just hit.
Yeah.
Use this bonus action of Divine Smite.
I was gonna do Divine Smite. Yeah.
So now, if you do
Yes.
it at a level 2,
Yeah.
you get an extra 3d8 of radiant damage. So that's on a successful hit. So you can only use that after you hit something.
Okay. All right.
I would.
Yeah. I'll cast that
Just a
Divine
little
Smite. Yep.
You just hit it twice.
Oh, what?
So just uncheck one of your boxes. There you go.
All right.
You cast
So
Divine Smite 3d8.
for 8 more damage.
8 more damage.
Wait a second.
What?
No, 3d8, 5 plus 2 plus 1. Oh my.
I know, right?
Ooh, what the fuck?
Them's the rolls.
That's supposed to be like a fucking just a killer, man.
Right.
All right, and now you still get your second attack.
You see a
So
couple of
attack-
dribbles of water come off of the...
So I had 11 on the first one, and 8 on that,
So you
right?
didn't want to use manual dice?
I don't know. I wasn't having luck with that either. And then with my bonus attack, I'll just swing my mace again.
So this would just be your second attack, yeah.
Right. And then I do have to do like the chance to hit thing again
Yep.
for that.
Yeah.
Yep. So roll to hit.
There we go. Roll. I don't know. 28,
28 is gonna hit.
Yeah.
and
So
then
now roll
Well,
your
that
damage.
was a natural 20 plus 8. Natural 20.
Okay, it was a
Right.
natty 20?
Yeah.
Okay, so you automatically get... So you have... You rolled with your mace,
yep,
and it's 1d6.
yep.
So start with 6, and then roll and add 6 to your roll.
Okay.
So you're actually essentially adding 11 with your modifier. 6 plus 5 is 11. So now you roll a d6
Well,
plus
it just
11.
lights them up. So
You don't get your modifier. You only get the
So-
dice.
So it's 3 plus 6, so it's 9 more damage then.
Right?
You get
You still have to add your
What's that?
modifier.
Plus
just- yeah, you use your modifier at the end of it.
Right. Okay, I was gonna save the... I thought you
So
were
that's
saying add that to
14
the-
damage
the
on that
crit.
attack then, because it was 9 plus the 5.
Yep.
6 plus 3 plus 5, yeah.
And then you added
No,
the,
it would be
already the
6.
6.
It would be plus 6. So 9 plus 5 plus 6. So you got 19 points of damage.
In that one attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, am I doing my math right? 6 plus 5 is 11 plus 9. 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage.
Yeah.
So you did 11, 8, and 20.
Yes.
That's
Plus
not too bad.
The
Big
cone of the silver cone as well too. That is still active.
Yeah, my
on
concentration spell, yeah.
him. So that will technically deal
And-
damage if he doesn't pass the saving throw.
Right.
I need to do the saving throw.
If he
Yes.
has to roll for
And that is -4 as well too.
What are you doing?
Mind sliver.
Oh, okay.
Unless he had a saving throw before.
So this is a saving throw for what's my saving throw check for Moonbeam?
Constitution's 13.
Constitution, and then -4.
Yeah, so technically it's
17.
So I have to beat 17, and it's a Constitution.
Yes.
I'm gonna pass. I pass because I rolled an 18 plus 8,
yeah, yeah.
and so
All right.
-4.
I tried.
We tried,
We
yeah.
tried.
We tried.
get it. You passed. We get it.
So then after this
Not
turn,
very
that-
often I'm
that
on this
spell
side of
will
the
be-
table.
That spell will be gone
You're
after
done.
that.
You're over.
This 1 minute, so yeah. We
Alright.
almost had it.
Well, that was a good turn.
Yeah.
But I still would. Would I not still take the damage? I don't shake Moonbeam, right? What is the roll for?
Because you're still sitting on it. It's still there. So, you save because you take half damage on a failed save, but.
It's just kinda
No, I
like
take half damage on a save, and so whatever the damage is from the moonbeam roll, right? Because what is the extra damage if it?
Yeah, I'm a little confused with that too,
Alright,
because it was
so it
2d10
is.
the first time, but does it keep going 2d10?
Dim lights.
It should be consistently the same damage.
Because if if it's concentration.
For 1 minute.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that
6
makes
turns. No, 10 turns. 10 turns.
1 minute is 10
On a special
turns.
save, the creature takes half as
One
much damage
round,
only.
6
Okay.
seconds. Extra 2d8 for 10.
A creature also makes.
As long as
So you did. So
remains
you're
within
still
the
taking that 2d10 damage, but at half.
Okay, but I have it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So all
So
right.
roll 2d10,
That's an actually insane spell.
and then I got to save, and so I only take half the damage.
Right. Where's that? So 10. So 5 more damage.
5
then.
again. Okay.
Yep.
So you did some pretty good
You
damage.
rolled a
Yeah.
10 though.
Adds up.
Half. He saved. So
Oh.
half damage. Yep.
Right.
That's still better than nothing. It's free. You know.
That spell is actually amazing.
Yep. After
Every
that round, it
turn-
should be gone. Look, it's a
You
minute.
did 44 points of damage.
There we go.
So
No.
That's good.
you're starting to hack through this thing's armor. You can see cracks in the ice shell that's protecting
Nice.
it.
How much damage do you think you've done?
He's done a lot too.
40, 60? I think this probably is halfway through. Like, it's probably got 200 or around 100 in.
I don't know.
And so after Ruis.
I cast Banish on my horse.
Vanish, bitch.
So that's your action.
That is my action, and my horse is banished to another plane for 10 turns.
Okay.
And I move it in closer.
That's probably a good idea. He's got a lot of
Okay.
bids on it.
So you still are taking that damage.
Okay.
So you're now going to take 12 points of cold damage. But as you get closer to the wolf,
Mm-hmm.
you feel like it's lessening.
Okay.
All right, and after Ruis is Ekrub.
Alright. Ekrub is going to go ahead and take a swing again with his two-handed greatsword.
Good luck to you, sir.
$18.
18 is not gonna hit.
This is insane. Let me get one of them portents.
Fresh out.
Oh, 22.
22 is not gonna hit.
It's a 23. Oh my god. Ekrub is pissed. He's like, this is ridiculous. Wait till my father hears about this. This is the first time Ekrub's never like gotten a swing in before.
Yeah, right.
He is very irate, and it's showing. So now it's the wolf's turn, and he's going to bite at Ekrub and take his back foot and slash at Oberon. So the bite is going to be 24 to hit. The claw is going to be 29 to hit.
You hit both.
And so the bite is going to be 16, 24? 24 points of piercing damage and make a strength saving throw.
Oh my fuck. Strength.
And the slash is going to be 16 points of slashing damage.
I'm dead.
So you take 16 points of slashing.
Okay.
Oh, I know you meant it.
No saving throw.
No, not you.
I was like, oh my.
16 points of damage.
Of damage.
My saving throw was really good. So, I got this cool thing where it shows a 1.
Oh no! So you were knocked prone. It's bite as he's slashing Oberon. He bites you and rips you off your feet.
Shit.
And
Ekrub
after
might
the
die.
wolf is John.
18
You.
turns, he just did 60 points.
Alright, I'm gonna climb a little further up in this
He died.
tree. I'm gonna strap my here, you help me. Strap my guy to this tree. Because I can't stand up there.
The old strap on.
Yeah, strap him on there. There you go.
Right.
There we go. Now just
Perfect.
turn that whole tree.
It's a very uneven tectonic plate that they're situated on.
It's just funny.
Can I use another poison arrow or no?
Yeah.
Should be a cooldown on arrows, right? I mean, if you have them.
I got 3 left.
Right?
Yeah.
You can't, that damage isn't going to, stack on top of the damage that's already being produced.
Well, I'm done with that because I went 2
Let me
rounds.
do 2.
Oh, it only goes 2 rounds?
That's what I thought you said.
The poison?
The first round we did 2d4, and the second round we did 1d4.
1d4.
Oh, no, it stays 1d4.
Oh, then never mind.
That's constant. That's going to
Okay.
be constant damage.
Gotcha. Alright,
So you're actually dead.
I would have.
nat 20 on the
I
first
literally
one.
had
Nice.
15 points of damage left.
So
Can I pick you up or no?
we got
You are doing some damage.
That's as an action, I think.
12
Yeah,
automatic.
Ekrub's having an off night, but good thing you got a paladin buddy that's helping you out here.
He's doing the damage.
Right?
Holy shit.
One,
That last one was monster.
That
That's
was.
hard to hit a 23
Oh,
every
shit.
turn.
20,
These guys are
21
fucking
hit.
so easy.
What's that?
That's 21 hit.
21 does not hit.
Okay, so I did 16 points total damage.
And that was just your first shot,
Oh,
right?
and 1d4.
Oh, no, and your second one was
1d4.
In one.
1 point of poison damage.
It
So
takes one more
17
tick.
total.
17.
I rolled 3 critical fails today.
How do you think I feel?
I've never
I
done
do
that
that all the time. I've got a super baddie that I'm just
Remember?
confident is gonna nuke you
Yeah,
guys.
but remember when we first started playing, you had magnetic 20s. Like, you would always roll 20s. Like,
I used all my luck. It was beginner's luck. I
like
used
that
it all
ant
then.
battle, we all almost died.
Yeah, that's true.
Like a resurrection.
If I was a
or
better
no?
GM, or if I was a better DM, that battle would have been completely different. And what's going to be fun is we're starting up another table for a buddy who is going to be doing, he's directing She Kills Monsters this fall, I think, which is a play based on a D&D player and yada, yada, yada. I've been wanting to see it. It's going to be fun, but he wants to have some tabletop experience. And so we're going to do, like, maybe once a month on a Friday night, we're going to do that. But I'm going to start them as reimagining the Wheeled City
Oh, sweet.
campaign. And so I'm going to start them off with that and then work through it because I'm familiar with it and
Okay.
I'm more experienced now. And so hopefully it'll be
You'll be
a
able to
different
kill them a
experience.
lot easier.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Well, I might be able to give them
There you go.
better challenges. And so I think our first one is June 13th. And so if anybody wants to come hang out.
That'd be fun.
13th, that's my birthday.
Yeah, nice. So if you want to come and hang out and watch them play, it's going to be a really fun. I'll have some of those as long as they're over here.
Oh, yep.
You can record that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hopefully, I think
Those are like amazing jelly beans.
they are really good.
What are these?
I think they were the sun-kissed
I
flavor.
love Jelly Belly ones too, though. Jelly
Oh,
Bellies
yeah.
are
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the Starburst. I think the Starburst one tastes different though. I think
Yeah.
these are sun-kissed.
These are not. Yeah, these are like gooey delicious.
All right.
All right. John, what you got? Oh no, you were done.
I'm
So we're back to Oberon, right?
Yep. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on.
But you've been out here now. This is your second turn. Outside. Starting your second turn. That was third. So yes, you now feel the cold snap on you, and you take 10 points of cold damage. Don't quite know where it came from, but all of a sudden, just you got whipped by a whip of cold. That's what we'll call it, I guess.
Cool.
All right, Oberon.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds
Not a sponsor?
on Abram or
Ekrub.
Akram. Sorry.
Okay.
So it's 4d8 plus 2,
Oh, it's a second level spell. Holy shit.
Mhm.
balls.
26 health,
Nice.
and then I'm gonna hit.
Thank you, kind sir.
You're welcome.
That is your action.
Can't get a bonus action step.
Oh no, you get a bonus
you get a
action.
bonus action, but you can't use an attack now.
Right.
Because an attack is an attack.
If it's a bonus action, it'll tell you it's a bonus.
Do you want to not heal me? You want to take it back?
No.
Okay.
So you could take one of your own healing potions if you
Can Echo
Yeah, that's
throw
actually a
him
good
potion?
idea.
Okay.
I'm
Yep,
gonna
I'd
hit.
let
I'm
you
gonna
do
hit.
that. Yep.
Oh, do you have a potion of greater healing? Or do you have just regular potion?
Do you have any potions?
I don't have. No, I have nothing in my backpack like that.
Can
no.
I throw him a greater potion? Like.
Or can I cast the? Can I cure wounds on myself?
No, because you already used.
What's a level 1 one? I mean, I have my level 1 spells.
You already used your action.
Oh.
You can't get 2 spells. You only
Okay.
get 2 attacks.
Right.
Okay.
So the only way to get that second attack is if you do an attack
Fair enough.
first.
Yeah. So I can move or something, can I? Or...
It would get an attack of opportunity
Okay.
on you.
All right. That's it then. Yeah.
Alright.
All right, Ruiz.
Oh, okay. I cast blink.
Look at Ruiz being within killing range.
It's
getting killed.
cold out here.
So you just blink out.
Yeah. Does that protect me from the cold? If I'm only relevant, or if I'm only exist for a nanosecond?
I would say you avoid it this time since you're casting,
Mm-hmm.
and you blink out. You avoid the damage. But when you come back and do your casting on your next round, assuming that you don't kill it that soon, but you got to hit it first, right?
Too soon.
You'll blink back in and you'll take damage on your next round. But I'll say you avoid it this round since that's all you're doing is blinking out of phase. Ekrub,
Alright.
what you got?
Well, you see, I'm gonna try and hit him with my two-handed broken greatsword here.
All right.
That's a miss. 17.
What? Oh, that's with the +8?
Yeah.
Ah, come
I
on.
just want to point out we're really missing some bardic inspiration in this.
Jesus tits, aren't we?
Oh my god.
21.
21
All
gonna
right.
miss.
Dude! When I get my hands on him, holy fucking shit.
You gonna stand back up too?
I swear to God, I hope. Oh yeah, and I will use half my movement to get back up,
Alright.
which happens to be all in my movement, right? Because I can
Well,
only
you could
do-
move 7 feet.
Oh, so it's only half of what your movement is, so it's not 15. Okay, well then, I'm still gonna stay still.
All right.
I ain't fucking with this guy.
Yeah, you move, you get hit.
I'm thinking of an Ice Cube song right now.
You better hope that Ekrub doesn't get the final kill on us. Because he's gonna do something real dirty.
You know, you haven't said your catchphrase yet. Maybe that's the.
I haven't been able to hit it.
Maybe you need to.
Yeah, maybe I need to scream it before the next roll.
I think so. I think that's the key.
When it's the wolf's turn. I missed my last roll for recharge for cold breath. I'm going to roll my recharge for cold breath now, and I failed. So it does not get its cold breath back. It is going to make... It's going to pivot now and make a bite at Oberon, and one of its slashes at Ekrub. And so, cotton candy. This one is Oberon. This is Ekrub. Ooh, I've got a 23 to you, and he misses with his kick. He's a little
Butthole!
busy. And
There you
misses
go,
with
bud.
his kick.
Now
And
he's gonna
so
miss.
the bite is going to do. 21 points of piercing damage and make a strength saving throw.
It's on the first.
Whoa, I just hit that. Well, it was better for me, right? Yeah. Fuck you, 12.
Yeah,
So it bites you and grabs you and rips you to the ground, so you are prone.
So I did 21, you said, right?
Yes.
My goodness, I'm almost dead.
Whoa.
Okay, I got it. Alright, John, you.
John, we're just. Let me see what you damage this guy.
I don't know what number that is. It's like right.
Oh, that was a 20.
It's either a 4, a 13, an 11, or a 5.
Add them all together.
Flat.
Nat 20.
Ding, ding, ding,
ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding.
So you missed on your first one, Natty.
No, I didn't miss it. It literally landed where the point was up, so there was no number.
Oh, gotcha.
So Nat 20 is my first one.
Convenient.
No doubt. That's awesome.
That was also in its eyeball.
Oh yeah, Nat
And it was on fire with poison, poison
so-
fire, and
So 8
magic.
automatic. I'm gonna go ahead and do my 1d4 poison damage. So 3, and then we'll roll for damage at that first hit. So 11.
11 total?
No,
Okay.
now I got my second. So I've done 22. So
Okay, that's what I was saying.
So I had the 1d4 poison
Mhm.
damage.
Yep.
And then I had an automatic 8 damage for rolling a nat 20.
Yep.
Then an 11 for rolling my damage, or rolling my...
Your
For
damage
actual-
roll.
yeah.
Right. And so that resulted in
So no hit
How
on
much
the
did you say,
second.
22?
22 total. And I did not hit on the second.
did not okay. Starting to break through, you're seeing some blood starting to form on this guy. And Oberon.
Well, I'm gonna have to do some healing. I'm gonna have to cast.
You guys need me to shoot you some potions?
Yeah, I have 7 points of health. I'm gonna have to cast Cure Wounds, on myself. Yeah, and I have 16 health points.
That's not too shabby.
That might keep me alive.
For another round.
Whoop! I hit it twice. Damn it! There we go. And I'm just gonna get back up.
Dude, you were that low.
Can I get higher?
Well, he hit me for 21.
There.
Yeah.
Do a taller tree.
Alright.
No, not quite there.
Like,
So that would your instincts are serving you well.
Silverlight. Code. Of damage? He's still in the light, right?
There's a minute spell, so is it done after the first round?
I think it's only been 4 rounds since he
Yep, and it would last 10 rounds.
Oh, okay.
Constitution 13 saving throw?
You're in
So-
the 5th round.
Okay, so this is
Okay.
Constitution saving throw,
Mm-hmm.
and that is an 18.
Zoop.
So I only take half the damage. So now
Right.
you can roll your 2d10, right?
Yeah.
So it's just 1d10?
I thought
No,
it was-
it's 2d10.
so he just took 9 points.
2, she takes
Oh
9
my
point of
god.
damage.
Double 1.
Ow!
Wow.
What the French toast, man.
That is crazy.
Gross.
This guy crazy. Alright, and that leaves Ruis up then, I believe.
This thing's a beast, man.
Apparently, it's
And
all,
our rolls are just not very
it
good.
has all the luck in the world.
Blink into existence, I use a greater health potion than I blink out of existence.
And you moved up next to it?
Yes.
Okay, so you do not. Once you get within 5 feet of it.
You have a fever?
Once you get within 5 feet of it, pressure changes, and you notice that you didn't get slapped by the cold this time.
Those loons.
And
It's their essence.
so you are rolling for your health right now.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Ekrub, you're up after.
Oh, alright.
Alright.
Okay.
I holler from the trees.
God.
Let's hit him this time.
What are you at for health?
I'm at 23.
Aqua really wants to take us.
Do you have a time limit? Do you need to get going?
No, that's
That's his escape plan.
Oh, sorry.
I better
There's
take my
emergency.
character off the board too.
No, that's a
I guess I'm gone.
motion alert.
Next hit
at my
wins.
build.
Oh, is that right?
What? Fuck.
There's a wolf in the building.
Right? There sure as hell is.
Yeah, it was false alarm.
Just a false alarm? Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We'll look
That
at
was
it.
your
I'm
allowance
sure
for
it's
the
fine.
time
We're in
to die.
Yeah.
Right, I'm sure it's fine, yeah.
All right. So, oh yeah, Ekra really wants to hit this guy, but he also don't want this guy to die. We'll just let.
Decisions.
I guess we'll just let John Yu be the damage dealer this time. All right, I'm gonna use a level 2, level 2 healing or cure wounds, which is for me that is 48 plus 3. I'm gonna do manual dice.
Okay.
All right,
I've got a couple D8 if you need them.
I'd give you mine, but I don't want you to curse
Where's
it.
this one? There's one too, if you need one.
Let's keep these.
Right? Put a shield up.
You want this one?
How hard is that guy?
Right? You
You
know?
got it.
There you go.
All right, I need one more D8.
You need one more? Here you go.
48 plus 3.
That's amazing.
So 4 plus 4. So 8 plus 6 is
17 total there. You gave 6
yep,
something?
17 total plus 3, so 20 total points.
20 total.
Yeah,
20
thank
health.
you,
That's not
friend.
bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
That'll get him so he hopefully don't get one-shotted.
Right, at least, yeah.
All right. Well, and let me see what I got for bonus actions here. 'Cause- oh yeah, for bonus action, I'll use a potion of greater healing on myself.
Smart.
What is the potion of greater healing?
1d4 plus 4? No, 4d4 plus 4.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh
and D.
man, I've got something that I could have
4
been
D4.
using this whole time.
I'll just roll these.
I hate it when I don't know all of my
5.
abilities.
5 plus 5 plus 4, 14.
So what is this?
Greater potion of greater healing.
Oh, nice.
It was
Okay.
my bonus action.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that heals me for 14 points.
All right. So that was some good healing.
All right, good deal. That's what paladins should do, right? That's what paladins should be for.
And
I've never
after-
had to use my healing spells before. This is ridiculous.
This is so weird.
Unheard of.
New
Right?
experience. What is this thing called pain?
It is going to double claw. And we'll do cotton candy is Oberon. Rainbow is Ekron. And natty 20,
Oh my!
30. And so gonna hit with both. And you're lucky it wasn't a double bite. Because I think the bite would have ended you. Alright, so
Off an Addy 20.
Can I
so
cast
he gets
friends
So-
on this wolf?
we're
I'm
gonna
glad
go
that we healed
9 points of slashing damage.
That's it?
Yep.
Wow.
And
I'm so glad we healed you. You were at
13 points of slashing damage.
That wasn't so bad. Alright. That could have been much worse.
Yeah.
That's because it is. Because it was 9. It was a natty 20. And
Yeah.
so I get another 8 off.
Okay.
Because it's
8.
a d8 to roll. So that's what it was.
I know, right? There we go. Alright.
That was my bad. We had to retcon that before my turn was over. John, you.
And he won't move, so we can't get out of his range.
Now, if you move, you get hit.
Yeah, and he won't move out of the way.
What's the motion for climbing?
I'm gonna let Fancy Pants do it here.
Well, I've really only been going like 15 feet. So,
Athletics
and I'm not
check
in the
for
snow,
tree.
right? From here to here?
And this was back here. And what is? I think you're still within
Oh, I'm like
range.
out of range.
No, I mean of.
Wolves can't climb trees.
No, they can't. But his aura is up to 80.
I don't know what that means.
That means you're gonna take some damage. That's all that means.
That's better than what he can do.
Down there, right? All right. Make your choice.
I'm not gonna hit. And then 26.
26 going to hit.
Plus my, I'm gonna do my 1d4 poison damage.
Actually, I am going to use my dodge and add 5 to my AC, which would make it 28.
It's really nice.
What now?
So I'm using my reaction,
Yeah.
which is dodge,
Yeah.
which means I can add 5.
Oh, that's you add 5. That's the
I add 5 to my AC, which makes it 28.
Oh, just that one turn.
Just that one turn.
Holy shit. I thought you meant like, this is it.
Nope, just that one
28.
turn. And so, but I still take the poison damage.
4.
4 points of poison damage. Oberon. Man, this guy tough. I finally created something that's a challenge.
All right. Well,
I didn't create it. Somebody
I'm
else
gonna
created it.
swing
Oh,
with my
cool.
mace. Oh, come on.
That's like, man.
That's a 2.
That's, I don't know. It's like, it's the 20 was right there.
It was.
Well, there's like a hole there. Maybe that's
It
part
was
of the problem.
90%.
It was kind of like tilted up.
Right.
Like
So
pointed, like,
I'll just take another swing then. 18 plus 8.
26.
Yeah.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, and then 1d6. So it's 2 plus 5 is 7.
7
Hey,
points of damage.
and since you hit, I would use your
Oh, that's right, and I can
divine smite one more
yes,
Smite, okay.
yeah.
You can't use level 2s anymore, but you got.
No, but I still have. I got a couple of these ones. So
Yep. So use them.
2d8. Can Brad?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop giving you guys my d8s.
Well, that was heavy. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You rolled it back over the hole.
Yeah, you can use that one instead.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want that. 6 and 5, so
Nice.
11 more damage.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh.
That's what those divine smites are for.
That's right.
All
I
right.
can make a hit, yes.
Silver light,
Oh, silver light, that's right.
13 constitution,
Yep.
Pass.
Okay.
half damage.
2d10. Which one's the 10? Is it
Roll
this one?
another 2. Yes, that's one of the d10s, and then that's the other d10.
Okay, alright. Alright, yeah, let's not do 2 1s again.
Which you
So
got
5.
So 2 plus 5.
So 7.
7 points.
Yep, so half that. So
No, you rolled. What did you roll?
I thought it was a 2.
It was a 20.
Oh, it was a 20 and a 5.
and,
So yeah, that would be 7. So
Yeah.
half that.
Yeah. So 4. Round up.
I think you round down, but we'll round up.
I don't
I'll
care.
take 4. Nope, I'll take 4 points of damage. Not saying y'all need the help, but y'all need the help. All right.
Saying y'all need the help, but it's getting close to drinking time.
Yeah, it is.
It is, yeah.
All right, Ruiz.
Magic missile. Pew 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 pew
All
pew
right.
pew pew.
Light this guy up.
16.
16. That's not terrible.
Boink.
We have 1. All right. Definitely showing signs of wear and tear. You're starting to break through the armor, and that solidified it. He's taking core damage now. Ekram.
It's only 200 more hit points. to
And
go.
you
Yeah.
need to take.
Okay.
Oh no, you're within 5 feet, so
Yeah.
you're no longer in the aura. The
Alright.
effect of the aura.
You know what it's been? It's because John used
Every time.
I haven't been using my lucky orange rolling thing.
Put on the cup.
You don't want me to curse
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
That's
what
it
a
is,
bardic
though.
You didn't
inspiration.
sit by me
and-
today, did you?
I know that's what it is, man.
All right, definitely missing their.
So I'm gonna go ahead.
Don't
Take
take
a
that
swing with
bard
my
for
two-handed
granted.
greatsword that's supposed to be really good.
It hit home and I.
Oh man, it's like.
I can't see it.
It's like a
Oh, that turned it. That's not where it was.
Gosh darn it. It was. No, I'm gonna stop rolling on this thing.
All right.
Okay,
yeah.
that's
It,
fine.
it literally does get up on there. Like.
Fair enough.
He needs it. He needs the luck.
I need to make some new.
Let's go. Hit again today. 16?
Plus 8 is
24.
24.
That's gonna hit.
Finally! Finally!
Alright, I gotta remember what my damage is.
Damage
again.
is
Hold on.
1.
Yeah!
Alright. So
Immune to
so this is where my
damage
damage
from
with the
claymores.
two-handed greatsword. It's enchanted, so it's 2d6 plus
Use
5.
made to great swords, you're actually healing.
Oh, here we go. 2d6.
That'd be funny.
That would be hilarious.
14 points of damage.
Okay.
Divine Smite.
Alright.
Level 2.
Level 2, smite this bitch.
So level 2 Divine Smite is
Smite my bitch up.
it's gonna be 3d8.
Oh, let's go. You know? You got enough?
We forgot what all his damage dice were. We haven't done anything for fucking 6 minutes.
So 9 plus 4. 13. So I did 14 plus 13.
Yeah, so 27 total.
27.
I'm gonna go my second hit here.
Do you even want that thing back now, or is it just like...
No, you can't use it.
Nah, that one's gonna miss.
I'm gonna miss. Alright, well, you get one good hit. No. That gets your blood up. But
Oh my god.
too much
I just
adrenaline.
threw 4 4s in a row. Alright, now it's time my system up.
Yep.
Alright, hey, thank you. We
Yeah,
finally
his
did something.
turn.
Yeah, like those Clorox wipes.
Pour some fireball in there.
Do you have any holy water to spray on that? I got some in my pack. I can give you some. I got some holy water in my backpack. Here, let me.
You need some holy water. I probably could just piss on it.
So, as you, well, we'll just use that. So it's now the wolf's turn, and it is starting to sense the tide is beginning to turn against it. It's starting to feel bloody and not feeling confident anymore. So it is going to cast Ice Escape. And it leaves behind an ice statue of itself. And it teleports up to 150 feet away. And so it bloop, is back out in the storm and gone. Or you don't know where it is. But it teleported, and you see, as it teleported, it kind of, the aura of it goes in the direction of the storm out this way.
Didn't die.
And you hear a howl. You hear a howl at as John Yu is climbing down to join.
I was gonna fall out of that.
Johnny was just like,
Nice.
where's this howl I'm hearing?
And so you guys can gather around here. You can. That's where we're going to end the session, and so we can come back. I guess Phil, if you want to come back again next session, we'll see what
I mean,
happens.
he has to. He's still carrying part of our gold.
Right on. That's a good point. And so that's where we're going to end.
Alright.
So maybe your dice will roll better next time. We'll see what happens.
That was rough.
Pretty
Right.
brutal, yeah.
Does that wolf have a name?
So it is just known as Ancient Winter Wolf, and it was created by. Is that who created it? No. Huh. Interesting. Very close to Ekrab. Created by somebody called Ereb.
Mm.
I think that's the author's name.
That's like an 80-foot aura as well, too?
What's that?
That's like an 80-foot aura?
80-foot aura. 10 to 80. So if you are in that bubble, if you're in that aura, and you're there for 2 turns, you start to take damage. So you learned that. It's got an escape.
Well, what was that called?
The escape is just called Ice Escape. This was a fun. When I saw this wolf, when I was looking through baddies, and I saw this, I'm like, ooh, this one is going to be a challenge. This one's definitely going to be a challenge.
What was his hit? AC 23?
I don't know. You might have to discuss that. And yes, that's what it was. And so,
I mean, I think we faced creatures with that level of AC before.
I don't know. Maybe. And maybe that's the big difference. Maybe that's the difference a bard makes. That bardic inspiration is nice.
They can do lots of buffs, yeah, I'd say. Big time.
And so that is something you could be ready for next time. Maybe you'll want to try and rest, start a fire. Ooh, we've got a cool fire now. So you guys can put a fire up and hopefully keep it at bay for a little while you rest, but you never know.
Kind of wanted to just light the trees on fire.
Well, alright. That was a rough one. But hey, that was good. It made us use what our characters are supposed to do.
It was the first real challenge.
How close did you
Yeah.
get?
How close was it?
Yeah, how many hit points from 0?
Oh, I was down to 16 at one point, which is the lowest I've ever been.
Right.
He was down to 6.
7, 6, 7.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and then we healed him like with between his heals and my heals, we healed him like 40 points.
Yeah. I was down to like 15 too. Well, for me, that's just like not that close from not too far off from my max hit points.
I am going to also roll to see if my cold breath recharges.
And it does not.
And it does.
Damn it.
Yeah, but it's gone, right, when you left. Okay?
No, I already re-rolled for the ice escape, and it recharged because I needed to roll a 5 or a 6, and I rolled a 6. And then I also rolled, since it was my turn when I escaped, I rolled for my cold breath recharge, and I rolled a 6 also. And so they are both recharged. And I shouldn't have told you guys that because it would have been a surprise, but at the same time, who cares?
Surprise.
I should
Fuck you.
I should not have said that. Alright,
So yeah.
recording.
Maybe for one or so.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a root beer. I don't think I'm gonna have a beer.
I'm gonna have one.